Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the show today. We're going to be doing ourselves some. Well, we'll see what people pick. The first thing that comes to everyone's mind is going to be certainly the early years of Spider-Man. But of course, John Romita Sr. has passed away, and I did find a nice little picture I thought I'd put up just to kind of show you guys real quick. We got a little bit of his bibliography here, and he did a lot of stuff. But here's a nice picture with his son. Of course, his son Junior is also a comic book artist. And I don't know. I haven't seen anything from him in a while. Is he doing anything right now, Eric?
Spider-Man back over at Marvel.
So Junior's back. Okay. But
Well, he
this is
left to do Superman, and Superman his style didn't really
suit him.
mesh with Superman. Yeah.
I see. But I mean, here's father and son. But of course, the dad has passed away, and he's like I said, he did a bunch of stuff, but he's mainly known for Spider-Man, and especially for those of our age, Eric and Jeff and I, he's kind of our Spider-Man guy. Um, and we all love Spider-Man, of course. It is interesting. He did some stuff at DC, but it was pretty much all like romance comics for girls in the late 50s and 60s. But here's a list of all the stuff he did do, and you can see it is a lot of romance stuff over at Marvel too. But in amongst that, you see peppered everywhere Spider-Man stuff everywhere, right? Of course, he did a bunch of westerns. I actually like his western style, to be honest with you. And he did some X-Men stuff, particularly with Wolverine. He's well known for his Wolverine art, but very prolific guy all the way up through the 90s, I'd say. After that, there's a couple little things popped in, I suppose, but mainly he's from like the 50s to the 90s. Long career, and I didn't even know he was still around, to be fair. But he just died in 93. What a long life! That's awesome.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, good long life. You can get in your 90s. You did a good job.
Yep. He left a talented artist behind too.
He did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably had enough already too, right?
Maybe, I'd imagine. Yeah. But he brought a lot of love and happiness to the world. He's a good dude. He didn't have questions or decide that I really really think this character needs green hair. He didn't have that problem. He just told fun stories and interesting stories with his art. And yeah, like I said, he's my Spider-Man that I grew up with. So safe journey, sir. I'm over here at the YouTube, and I'm going to click the like and share. Hopefully, you guys do the same so people can come in here and join us. But any of you guys have any kind of comments you'd like to make about Mr. Romita?
It's kind of funny. I'm just been going over some of his art to just see what he does, and of course, like his MJ and his Marvel comics are all really iconic. But I don't really know a lot of the old romance comics, but the covers and the colors, they're always so dynamic and interesting. And just going over and looking at some of them and the way he draws them, it's just, I don't know. I think because of kind of the simplicity of the compositions that he does for those, like there isn't all the dynamic angles. And I mean, everybody loves Kirby, but just seeing a simple image stated cleanly, I think there's a kind of beauty in that work that I hadn't really appreciated before. It's been nice to get a chance to see more of the different kinds of work that he does, but it's gorgeous work to be sure.
It is, and one of the things with him that I really liked, the cleanness and stuff. But I like he really displays emotion well. He's always been good at that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. Even in that scene where Peter meets MJ, just that kind of look of surprise on his face, like that's a fun little mood. They don't always get subtle feelings in comics really well. Like that was fun. It's like heroic or forgot to add emotion, but it was cool watching the way that he could do stuff.
Yeah, I agree.
A heck of an artist.
Yeah. I have I have all the original Ditko stuff. And
Oh, yeah.
and it's fine. I understand why Spider-Man became popular, but I certainly preferred his style. For me, I prefer Ditko doing Strange.
Really?
Yeah, I much
I can see
prefer it.
that. Yeah.
Personally.
The early Doctor Strange books had really interesting environments and a lot of cool color styling. Is that attributed to any particular artist, or is there
That's
relatively little
Ditko.
known about?
That's
Ah,
And
Steve Ditko. Yeah. And
and LSD.
yeah, well, yeah, but not with him though. He was just crazy. Yeah. But
It's just
the
really-
campus kids picked up on the LSD aspect of it and went with it, even though, I don't
Oh,
think he ever did LSD.
Baranko did a big long run on Doctor Strange too, didn't he?
Yeah, but those Ditko
I think
things
his was
are
the more
killer, dude.
psychedelic stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, you know what I mean.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Oh, sure.
but
Oh my goodness.
excuse me. Anyway,
Shoot.
so we're going to be doing a tribute today. Hopefully, you guys do some draw along. You can go find. Just keep in mind, this is the dad, not the son. They both are in the comic book industry, which is really cool. But we're talking about John Romita Sr. here. But honestly, there's so many books. I don't know what to say, but it should be easy to find his art. And put forward your best thing. Of course, you got to find a lot of Spider-Man stuff, but keep in mind he did do a lot of stuff. Like I said, I actually rather like his Western, the way he did Westerns, personally. We got John. We got Edwin in here. Hi, Edwin. He's got himself a new EB Storytime. He's changed his icon. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is Edwin Boyette's story time?
Oh, he's telling me that Honey has who I saw. There she is. Honey has an old school D&D halfling.
Yeah, I do.
Very
Yep.
nice. You've joined the nerds. Good for you. Finally.
Nerds.
Yes.
They seem
So does-
like neat little characters.
yeah, sure. Halflings are great. But you have found the bottom of the barrel, Honey. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. It took a while to find you.
Wow. Holy, wow.
Hey, well, that's what everyone tells us. We are the nerds call us nerds. So
Oh, well, I think it'll probably be a very fun game.
it is fun. Yeah, D&D's great.
And Western comics. So can you do like Spider-Man with a cowboy hat? Would that count?
I would. Yeah, that sounds exactly perfect. Yeah, it does.
That's
does.
perfect.
Yeah. Or a happy.
Okay, well, I guess
Spider Slinger.
maybe
Well,
on
Jeff.
Spider Horse.
A spider horse. Yeah. Jeff, you want to go ahead and kick this off, man?
Oh, now you want me to kick it off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. I'll kick it off just for you guys.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I
yeah.
don't say enough during the stream, but
That's true.
it's okay. I'm doing it now.
We appreciate
Ready?
it.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're done.
All right. Good. Go.
All right.
So exciting. So exciting. Yeah.
All right.
So exciting.
Cool.
But let me
Not
go back.
exciting enough for Eric, but
Okay.
it's okay.
So
I
let me
want
go
to hear
take a look
Jeff
at
talk
this
a
list.
lot tonight.
You should. Okay. So in DC Comics, we have he did some spectacular stuff, and then he did Falling in Love. He did Girls Love Stories. I'll show the art here.
Yeah.
He's really got a
Girls Love
good good art style in
Yeah,
those, because he was allowed to really be more artistic. Girls romances, heartthrobs.
They are kind of. I was at a comic book store and they had a bunch of like bags of like old comics that they just kind of bundled together or roughly themed. And so it was like some X-Men and this and that. I went over and they had a bag of old Lois Lane comics.
Oh,
And I was like, oh. So yeah, I got those. They were the covers were just so much. They were just so over the top and silly, and but art was so pretty, and the colors were really nice, and they had
yeah.
cool lettering. And I'm just like, yeah, right. They were so cool.
Oh
Comics
no,
don't look
back
very
in
cool.
those days, the art was way better in many ways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just fantastic.
like go look at some of the old Eisner stuff. It's like wow, right? Um,
Yeah, just
That's
so if you,
why there's an Eisner Award.
yeah, but it's worthless
that's
now. It has to do with if you have the right opinion now. It doesn't matter if you're a good artist. Unfortunately, but all the awards have become that way, haven't they? I love how the Heartthrob has Errol Flynn on the cover. It's perfect.
there you go. It's got it.
Secret Hearts. Secret Hearts. That was deep 50s for him. That was some of his early stuff. Young Love. Oh, looks like an Archie comic. And
Oh,
then,
really?
oh yeah, Young Romance. And it's you
So
get
soon.
well. The thing is, the later he goes, when he gets more in the 60s and 70s, his style has been refined to his style. The earlier stuff is really copy. Like if you look at this right here, it's very it's kind of that old style. So he found he found his way coming into the 60s of who he was, and that's pretty cool. Then, of course, this DC stuff. It's pretty much all girl romance stuff. And then Marvel is when he started doing all the, superhero things. And he does some Marvel romance stuff. My Love Story, My Love, a lot of that kind of stuff. He did The Outlaw Kid. He did Kid Colt, I think. Yeah, he did Kid Colt. Um,
I didn't think of Marvel as having romance comics. They had superpowers too. They were just
they had some, but it went away because they just focused on superheroes, coming in the late 60s, 70s. I don't know.
yeah.
Did we have anything after the 70s that was for girls? I don't know. Power Pack?
Series, I guess. Although I guess that was like all ages appropriate. Maybe
I-
it's supposed to be like a kids.
If the two brothers and two sisters.
Yeah.
I always thought that was like for like an actual comic that was targeted toward young children. But I
yeah.
guess all comics.
I was just trying to find a hole somewhere.
Oh.
Yeah, at some point they gave up on comics for girls.
They did.
Oh.
Yeah. But the interesting thing is the further you go back in comic book history, the more you see a variety of different types of genre, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And here in Japan, it's actually survived into the modern time. You can find comics on any subject you can imagine. And because of that, there's much heavier. Matter of fact, I think there's more girls read comics here than boys. And a lot of the people in the industry are female. So
Well,
it is different here. Yeah.
that makes sense. If you grew up reading comics, then you'd be more likely to go, yeah, I'm going to write those too. I think there's an anime called Prince of Tennis. I think you can get manga about anything.
You can. Oh no. I've seen
I am into that.
what was that, Johan?
Yeah. I mean, in Indonesia, the comic market is basically Japanese in mangas, and
Sure.
most of it are women shoujo comics.
Yeah, that's
Ah.
true. It is true.
Yeah.
The weirdest one I saw was a comic about a woman working in a dentist's office. She was a dental hygienist assistant.
Okay.
You know,
Was it like a drama or like a soap opera or something? Or who knows?
I didn't read it. I just saw it and I was like,
Oh.
oh,
Huh.
Yeah.
Just waiting for it to how does this turn into a magical girl series? Are there space
No.
aliens somehow?
no, most of them have no supernatural involved at all.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, Shonen Jump pretty much always has some kind of supernatural involved, but a lot of the vast majority of them are just life comics.
That's kind of cool though.
Like a sitcom, huh?
I never read them. I don't know if they're comedic or not, but the Japanese aren't funny at all, so I would imagine they're probably not. So
Oh, so if it's funny, it is so accidentally.
Yes, so it's ironically funny. That's right. Yeah, yeah. No, I've
Well, you
lived
know
here a
what? As
long
long as you.
time. Japanese don't understand comedy. Oh well, they get a lot of other things right.
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
Maybe,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah, it's
you who
different.
doesn't understand.
Oh no, I understand what they're going for, but
Dude, your toilet talks to you. I can't think of anything more comedic than that.
fair. But yeah, no, they have basically three kinds of comedy here. You have the manzai types, which is basically Laurel and Hardy, but not as good, right?
Okay. Well, I mean, it's hard to be good as Laurel and Hardy. They
Right.
were pretty amazing.
But some version of that or something like that. Then they have skit comedy, which can be better. It's called konto. And then they have what I would call stand-up comedy, rakuto, but it's actually sitting in a kimono, sitting on the ground on a zabuton or a cushion. And but
Oh,
it is their stand-up comedy though, even though
I
they're
feel
Oh,
seizai. So
that might be hard to work an audience sitting down on the floor.
they usually have little
Like,
toys with them that they use, like little drums. It's very traditional, but it's the
Prop
most
oh,
comics.
it's the most intellectual, um, and
oh,
therefore, I don't know. They're just not funny people, you know.
I
They,
see.
yeah, they like wacky things.
I did see this one. Guess that was the sketch comedy you're talking about, maybe. But there's this, and it was about this. Oh man, and he was like playing Tetris, and there was a screen behind him, and it was showing all the different ways like Tetris could go sideways. And I thought that was kind of funny. Like it was like the shapes just like fall off the bottom of the screen. It's like, and just like, yeah, no, that would be it'd be interesting. We a lot of sketches like that, and like somebody lost their cell phone and they had like a giant plush Pink Panther as their keychain, and they're kind of like, okay, how do you drag this around? But I
Yeah,
guess
no,
that's the
that would
sketch.
definitely be Japanese comedy. Yes. Look, my keychain is large. Isn't it funny?
I did really like the Silent Library, I think it was called.
Oh,
hey Chester, what about when they are drunk? Aren't they funnier?
When they're drunk,
Yeah.
it depends on the level.
Oh,
Now, I've been here a long time. There's only
I thought
two
they are
dudes I
there.
thought were funny.
Uh,
Yeah, well, and they're both part of the manzai type of thing, the slapstick. One, I don't know, he was just funny looking, I think. But the other guy, he is truly a modern master of silent comedy.
oh, really?
They have a challenge show where they just put
Mhm.
a whole bunch of objects on tables, and then they have a whole bunch of the comics that are trying to, to win the contest, I guess. And they just have to go and pick something off the table, and they get a certain amount of minutes to be funny. It's a challenge.
So it's like an improv
Yeah,
kind
he
of thing, I
dominates
guess.
the hell out of it though. He can take any object and he can make he is very actually capable slapstick guy.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
maybe he can help turn the industry around.
Oh well, it's
Get
their
some people.
thing, whatever they like, right? Who cares what I like?
Yep.
I wonder if Romita Jr. liked Japanese comedy.
That
Senior.
would be interesting. Maybe he did. I don't know how many. Well, you guys are American style comics. Do any of you really like manga?
Hmm.
Hmm.
I enjoyed.
I
Oh, is that me? Okay. There was one book I liked. School Rumble. I interested in English. Maybe it was just a really good translation, but
That's true. Yeah.
it was that and the cart and the anime they made out of that. I really thought that was a hilarious little series.
Yeah. And I think if you get a good translator, that has to be able to help too. But
I
it was
imagine,
cute.
yeah.
They have a lot of heart, which is nice because some I think shows are funny, but they're almost
Too cynical.
too cynical. Yeah, so it can be a little. I mean, I get it, but maybe everything isn't terrible always. So it can be nice when it's like, yeah, that was funny, but also kind of sweet.
Yeah, no. Well, the Japanese are extremely melodramatic. and they're very much nihilists. So yeah,
Ooh.
Maybe
yeah,
is
those
that
two go
just
together
what
well,
seems
huh?
so funny? I don't know. It feels like a lot of the times the drama in the series seems so over the top that you just kind of maybe interpret it as being
Maybe
like,
unintentionally funny. Yeah.
yeah.
I imagine I've laughed at things I shouldn't be laughing at. That's true. But yeah, them losing that war really stuck in their craw. I mean, it psychologically scarred them. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know why. Everyone else
Until
has lost
now?
wars. Well, I mean, every culture has lost wars. I mean, humans love war, right?
Yeah.
But it really hit them psychologically hard. I don't know why.
We lost a war on
Oh.
drugs. Am I right, guys?
We did. We did. That is true. I don't know why we were fighting that war, but especially on the
Make
CIA
money.
needs to make their cash, man. What are you doing? Don't get in the way.
Well, what happened in Prohibition? You made alcohol legal, and alcohol became more expensive.
It did. Oh, there you go. There you go. It's all about profit. You found it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well,
But talking about manga, of course, and going back to Western comic books, um, we really did get into a really tight superhero thing, though, didn't we, in America? I wonder why that happened. I mean, because the Europeans still have a thriving comic book industry, as do the Japanese, and so they have superhero stuff, but it's mostly everything but that. What happened to
yeah.
us? I wonder.
I think it might have like in like video games now. There's like a couple of big studios, right? And all of them make run and gun games. Like one thing worked, it was popular, and then everybody made just that. And there was prosperity to be had in different titles and different kinds of games, but the really big one made the most. So everybody just kind of abandoned everything else and just went for the one big thing, and nothing else was worth keeping. Maybe at some point, like the superhero comics are doing better than like the romance comics or the drama comics or the like anything like kind of not superhero-y. And they just went, well, we're not going to waste time and energy on something when we could be making more doing superheroes. And then
Mhm.
it just everything faded away. Maybe.
No, it's probably that. The Comic Code Authority debacle certainly didn't help, because actually, when comics were at their heyday, non-superhero heyday, it was mainly horror comics. Lots of
Oh,
horror
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah. But then
I
people
did hear
came
a
in and said, it's the devil. So,
I did hear a good point though. Like as much as I hate censorship and stuff like that, if it wasn't for the comic book authority, we wouldn't have Mad Magazine.
really? Why?
Yeah, because all the EC guys they lost their jobs, so they had to come up with something, and those EC guys came up with Mad Magazine.
Huh. That's interesting. I
sorry.
didn't know that.
What, me worry?
Yeah. Well, me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I talking too much? I just want to make sure.
Now, a
You're
little
good.
bit, Jeff. It's okay. We still love you.
Yep.
Some of you still love me.
Some.
Yes,
We
we
all
do.
love you, Jeff.
Aw.
Everyone loves you, Jeff.
So, okay,
Well-
so Japanese humor is bad,
Yeah.
but how do you explain pen, pineapple, apple, pen?
Yeah, it's a perfect example of stupidity. Yes.
That guy
Pen,
Japanese?
pineapple, pen.
Yeah, that guy's Japanese. It was the dumbest thing ever. It's like, oh, words go together. But I mean,
Yeah.
Is that what the level just said?
well, let me
Yeah,
show
it's
you how
stupid.
easy it is to get a laugh here in Japan. They have this like
I mean, I
famous,
think
legendary pun, and it goes, "Hige sori, I am sorry." Big one.
You're supposed to laugh, right?
What? What?
There it goes.
Hige sori
What did-
means shaving. Like your
Uh-huh.
beard,
Okay.
shaving your beard. And I am sorry, of course, is English. It's not Japanese at all, but they sound kind of similar. Ha! It's hilarious. But you can literally,
Oh.
you go, Hige sorry, I'm sorry. Anytime to any Japanese, they'll laugh. It's like it's a disease or something. I don't know.
do they?
I thought
Was
it was
that like? Was that like used in a movie somewhere or something, or is it like? Is it like a meme?
I think it was just some thing he did on some variety show, and then they turned it into
Ah,
like a kind of music video thingy. Not really,
Okay, if
but
you
okay.
kinda.
eh, have you watched have you actually watched comedy in the States in a while?
No, I haven't been living in America in 30 years.
Okay, so that stupid thing is actually funnier than like 90% of the comics out there.
Okay, well that sounds like a you problem.
It's bad.
Yeah. No,
Well,
I wouldn't know. I don't really watch TV anyway.
Yeah,
mm,
you really don't want to trust me on this.
yeah. I'm
that
mainly a
makes sense.
documentary guy or like science or something like that. I like
Documentaries are
movies.
fun. Yeah, what's the movie out you've seen so far? Like probably this year.
This year?
Hmm.
Hmm. Well, did Eric, did I see Maverick this year or was that last year?
Last year.
Yeah, okay. I
Well,
you
that'd be a hard one to top. Yeah.
yeah, that was a good one. This year, I don't know. I guess I saw the what did I see was good this year? Some Nintendo thing there with Super Mario Brothers. I mean, it's a kids movie. It's not really for me, but at least it was fun.
It's
Oh, I
fun.
know.
Yeah, we
Air.
watched it again over the weekend. Air?
Air. Matt Damon about how
Oh,
Nike
yeah.
became big time. Yeah.
Oh,
Matt
Oh, yeah.
Damon.
What's like a documentary?
No, it's good though. It's solid, dude.
Very
All the
good.
performances are really good.
Matt
A
Damon.
documentary about
Oh.
shoes. I
It
love
is.
it.
It's
It's
about
like somebody went.
it's about the Air Jordans,
Sweet. I have an
Damn.
idea.
Matt
Let's do
Damon.
documentary sneakers, and it
Um,
worked.
what was that?
I hear you. God damn it.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, he's usually
Matt
entertaining,
Damon.
dude. But no, I
Yeah.
don't, dude. This year, it's not been a great year.
I liked Across the Spider-Verse.
Was it good?
You
I'm
would.
not
we
even.
saw-
I won't even
we saw-
watch
we
that
saw-
woke piece of crap.
We saw it last week. No, that's just what you see on the news. It wasn't really.
It is just the
I
simple
didn't
fact
think
that
so.
it
I had-
exists, dude.
I had a great time with it.
Well,
Well,
that's good.
your taste has always been bad. So
You know
Yeah.
who else liked Across the Spider Verse? Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
wow,
Matt
you're really
Damon.
anti.
My grandson loved it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I
Did you get
think
to go
kids would
see it
like it,
with
yeah.
the whole family then?
My son came in from Michigan over the weekend. He was here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday,
Oh.
Monday, almost a whole week. So it took him, the oldest of his kids, and him to go see it.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Of course, you'd have to like it with such a good, fun crew around, though.
Oh
Great.
yeah, I had to talk him out of Transformers to go see it.
Oh, wow, no,
Oh.
Transformers is horrible.
Mm.
Let's see, what does IMDb say? John Wick Chapter 4 is number one. It was fine. It was fine. The ending sucked though. They ruined it with that ending. Let's see
Okay.
here. Spider-Man Across Spider-Verse is number 3. Once again, I won't watch that. Oppenheimer,
Mhm.
which isn't even out, is already 4. Excuse me, how? Doom,
I
not
want to
even
see
out.
that.
It's number 5. How? Indiana Jones
just-
and the Dial of Destiny, number 6. It isn't. None of these are out.
Yeah.
What is
how
wrong
do
with
you
you? List. Okay. You know the Dungeons and Dragons movie was surprisingly fun.
It was a
It
fun
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that too.
that was fun. Most of these
It's so
movies
much
here
fun.
haven't even come out yet. I don't know what's
Oh.
wrong with this list.
We imagine this will
Assumptions.
probably be your favorite.
because it was compiled by Matt Damon.
No, Matt Damon is number 13 on the list, and for me this year, I have to see what else is on this list. But so far, it's probably the best one I've seen
Nice.
as far as movies. I think Dungeons and Dragons was the most fun.
Cool.
Extraction 2, I liked the first one. I don't know.
The
Are
Mario
you
movie
there,
was pretty
guard?
good
It's
too.
me, Margaret. Go to hell, Margaret. Okay. Craven the Hunter, once again, it'll probably be pushed back and won't even come out this year. Stupid list. The Marvels, yeah,
Yeah.
another one. Wonka, go, please, no.
Wonka.
All these things
Another
have
one?
not come
Another
out
one?
yet. I don't know,
Yep.
dude.
It's a prequel.
Oh, good grief.
Oh,
Prequel.
jeez.
But
Mhm.
Dune.
Yeah.
I'm waiting
Good
for
grief
Dune.
indeed.
Well, Dune 2 would be pretty good. But it's like I was talking,
Yeah.
I was thinking about maybe going to a movie so over Father's Day, and I looked. There is nothing on I want to see.
Mm.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's not been a good
That's-
couple of years, dude. That's sure. That's for true.
Well, I mean, Maverick. I didn't mind going. Really wasn't into Top Gun, but that was a great movie.
It was.
You know, wasn't my style of movie, but it was a great. I mean, it was a good action flick, and it was always very entertaining. But it's like after Dungeons and Dragons and Guardians of the Galaxy, there's nothing. I don't want to go see Transformers. I'm done with Transformers. I'm sick and tired of frickin' multiverse crap.
Yeah.
I don't want to see it.
Nope.
And I'm tired of superheroes. I'm just done with it.
Nah, well, that's a sad statement. You know what is coming out this year that I'm actually looking forward to is Equalizer 3 with the man.
Damon?
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Matt Damon.
Denzel.
Yeah. That's Denzel Washington, of course. Yeah, no, I liked the first one. I mean, it's a race swap from a little short gray British man, but excuse me, I do. Well, no, I did like the series though. I think
I was
Denzel's
really
a great choice.
I was really upset when they traded out. When they basically traded up the brand just for the name. But the fact is that Denzel Washington could read Green Eggs on Ham for an hour on the big screen,
Yeah.
and he'd probably get nominated for an Oscar. So the guy's nothing. It's nothing the guy can't do, and so the movies are good.
Yeah,
They're trying
no,
to make
it's
Queen Latifah the Equalizer, right?
Okay,
God.
yeah,
Yeah.
she is not.
Yeah, I won't. I
Not
haven't even
Denzel
watched it. I'm
Washington.
afraid.
Yeah, but Queen Latifah's hot.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, Eric, you need medication.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I know it's really bad. Red One was awful movie, but it's in here at 31. You can go right to hell list. The Color Purple, a musical adaptation of Alice Walker's novel. Now let's think about that for a minute. Let's think about this for 1 second. You got the little wall-eyed fish girl from Little Mermaid. Is playing a role in this. Now, what is The Color Purple about? It's about black man bad, black man beat black women, black man really, really bad. That's what the whole That's what the whole
I was
story
about to
is about.
say, does Danny Glover sing now when he raped Oprah Winfrey, or what's going on?
I
with
hope
this one?
so. Yeah, but that's what I mean.
Oh my
Why
God.
would you make that a musical though? That is a dark story. There's no happiness in it, which is the point. Because just remember, black men bad, right? Because that's the whole point. And you're going to make that a musical? Jeez, man, talk about a train wreck. But then again, Joker 2 is a musical with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn. So get on board.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, no, you heard me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a joke?
No,
Nope.
no, it is not.
It's a
a
bad
joke.
joke, is what it is.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh.
Let's see here. What's the chat got to say? El Guapo says, although he wasn't active in comics the last 2 decades, no, he wasn't. His influence, however, helped to form the skills of many of the great comics greats. Yeah, no, he did. John Romita Sr. is certainly influential. And like I said, all the people like our age, like Jeff, Eric, and I, we grew up with him. If you like Spider-Man anyway, I think it was.
Well, even in the cartoons from the 60s and the 80s, the character designs were off his art.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because I
Because he
think
has such a good style.
he does have a great style, and I think even if you were a DC fan, you probably still picked up some Spider-Man. I mean, it's like I'm a Marvel guy, but I certainly picked up some Superman or Batman here and there, right? But yeah, no, he's important. Of course, he is. Yeah, he's one of the big names, and he's got a great style. Like I said, I would say
That was
he's
like the Marvel
responsible
house
for
style
making-
too, right?
Huh?
That became like the Marvel house style because I think didn't what's this guy John Buscema kind of draw like that too?
Yeah, no, a lot of them did, and I think it's just what was successful at the time. Because, like I said, if you go look at his art from the '50s into the '60s, and then you see when he starts, doing a lot of Spider-Man stuff in the early mid '60s, um, his style changed. He went from that kind of Ed Eisner thing into the comic, the Marvel look, right? Now I don't know if he's the one that made the Marvel look or he was simply told this is the look. I don't really know that story.
Right.
Yeah, but you can see if you go look at his art, you can see the transition very clearly.
They're neat
Mm.
though.
Spider's Song
looking
of the
at-
South. Oh yeah, that's right, Edwin. Yeah.
Zippity doo dah,
Zippity. My oh my, what a wonderful day. You know
That
that
is one of the
they
better
hate
songs
that.
ever written.
What was that?
That is one of the better songs ever written. It's so catchy and
It
cute.
is a great song. And the thing, they hate that movie for some reason. But if you actually watch the movie, like I have, it's a
Yeah.
wonderfully happy movie. And
Oh, really?
I would say, Eric, it's the opposite of racism.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
it's
about
the
people
people who
working
like
together.
slave porn don't think it's depicts slave porn enough.
There is
That's what
not
preclude it.
that. Well, that's true because there's not a stitch of any of that ugliness in there at all.
Nope. Not
Yeah,
at
so they're
all.
like, they're saying, "Oh, why aren't you showing any of the ugliness?" It's like,
Because
No, I
there's
see.
beauty in the
I
world.
see
Even
projection.
back then.
Yeah, but no, Song of the South is a great movie. And it's got some great music in it. Brer Rabbit just alone, just
Yeah.
that is
I had
awesome.
a Viewmaster
Yeah,
with the Song of the South stuff. Yeah,
yeah, man.
it was great. I didn't
Yes.
find it
They're,
racist at all, but I'm a white privileged man, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
no, it's because it's
yeah, they're
not.
changing the Splash Mountains
Yeah, well, they get rid of it
to the new Little
because
Mermaid, I think.
for some reason. Yeah, no, there's stupid people.
Mm.
A lot of stupid things going
The
on.
hit movie Little Mermaid that came out in 2023. That's what
That
they're
one.
changing it to.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big one. I'm told it will be the best movie of the year. So.
Oh yeah.
Is that what the list says?
No, but that list is crazy because more than half of the movies on it haven't even come out yet. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with that list. Yeah, Adrian said he had the Viewmaster as well. Yeah, those
so cool.
Viewmasters were fun. I had a whole little case full of them.
Oh yeah,
You know.
an electric one too.
Ooh, I didn't have that.
Fancy.
Mine was all manual.
Yeah.
And I think mine was a hand-me-down. But then again, most of my stuff was a hand-me-down. I didn't have many of my
That's
own
why
things.
I was surprised you watched Air because you didn't have any Jordans, did you?
No, I did not. No, I certainly did
Mm.
not. Yeah. But no, I just okay, let's see what it is, and I was truly surprised. It's really well acted. It's a solid movie. The topic is irrelevant. It's
Sure.
just really done well. Because I've seen Matt do some fun stuff, and I've seen him to do some kind of boring stuff. But no, he kills it in that movie, dude. Everybody does. You know who was great to see back was Chris Tucker.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a long
Did he
time.
play Rodman?
No, he played. This is basically a docudrama, right? He played one of the guys with the company, and it just reminds you how good he is. I mean, he's such a solid actor, Chris Tucker. So
Is he playing comedy?
I mean,
No?
there's a touch, I guess, but it's a drama.
Oh.
Yeah. But Chris Tucker,
Oh,
I think
okay.
people, because he kind of does the slapsticky comic stuff, but you forget how good he is
Yeah.
at it, though. He's really solid actor.
Mhm.
So it was nice to see him. It had Bateman, Jason Bateman, I think his name is. And he was the whole thing was great. Even because I can't stand Ben Affleck. I really don't like Ben Affleck. He's the frat boy got done good, right? But
Mm.
when he's with Matt, he's better. And this is probably the best performance I've seen out of Ben Affleck, actually. And he directed it too.
Really?
He's
Like
good at that,
Zam
though. He's a
apples.
good director.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So got a gifting in
I
there.
would have liked him
someplace.
to direct his own Batman movie if he ever got to. I actually liked him as Batman.
Yeah, it would
Well,
be good. I
too.
thought I was a little bummed when he got out from directing the
Well,
movie.
yeah, but that's a shit show over there, Johan. It's a real
Yeah,
mess.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
I heard so.
yeah, I mean, if he did actual Batman, it might have been fine. But whatever he was doing was not Batman. I mean, these writers who do Batman, they don't understand what Batman's
Mm-hmm.
strength is. He's not angry. Matter of fact, he's the opposite. He is the perfection of focus and control. He never gets
Right.
mad. That's the whole
Angry.
point with Batman. They don't understand
Mhm.
this because they always want to make him mad. Think of Christian Bale, Nolan's version or Ben Affleck's version. They always make him angry. And I think that's why Keaton's was, kind of beloved, is because he's the closest thing we've had to a Batman because he's slick and he's in control. He's not mad, he's not angry.
Yeah.
He's just
Mhm.
he's getting it done, right? Um
Unless he wants to get nuts.
well, that's weird. I don't get what that is, but you guys know what I mean, right? They don't
Yeah,
get
sure.
Batman, and of course, Ben is just being like Christopher Nolan's one. He's angry Batman. He's literally
Angry
branding people. What? Excuse me?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work out. I mean, if you're going to be
Maybe
throwing,
they took it from the Frank Miller Knight Returns.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
that's like an Elseworld Batman.
Yeah,
they're
But
basing
it's
it off
very
of
popular.
yeah, they're basing it off of a mix of Miller's and the Arkham Knight series. That's what that version is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Pattinson one it showed some promise in the first one. We'll see if they evolve Batman in the proper way in the second one. If they do, that you could be looking at the best Batman with Pattinson. I know. Wash my mouth out with soap, but
Yeah,
Did-
I was about to say, you don't say anything to Eric
hell.
ever again.
Jeez, no kidding.
well, I mean,
well,
he isn't Batman
Yeah,
yet,
Fucking
right? Well, we'll see what they do.
yeah,
with
but
it.
he's all back guanoed up and shit, and he was stupid.
Yeah, no, there was some of that stuff, but I
For
don't
what
know.
you could see, the movie was so dark, and I don't mean tone.
For what you can see too. Yeah.
Oh
I
well,
think that
I
movie's
have
overrated.
I
for sure.
have like a super high level Sony HD Ultra K TV. Maybe you should upgrade.
Oh, okay.
No, I think I'm doing pretty good there.
Okay,
I can't.
Yeah, it's a gangster
I guess
movie. I
it is
think.
gangster movie. Yeah, exactly what it is. Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
against my
so
religion.
I don't mind it being dark.
it was so weird. They did a re-release of Beauty and the Beast, and it was like high definition and everything like that. And there's that scene where he's supposed to be lurking around in the shadows, and then Belle says, "Step into the light." But when you do that in the really high resolution, like you can totally see him. So you're kind of like, "Yep, there he is. He's slightly blue." Like, so then the grand reveal is like kind of nothing. Like, yeah, it's the same, except orange
This
instead
is
of
the
blue.
animated version or the live action one?
The
that
live
came out?
action.
Oh, I didn't even.
Yeah.
Animated.
Well, no, the problem is these TVs are especially the AMOLED stuff. They're getting so crystal clear that that nuance is they're gonna have to readjust it. They have to look at it another way to do it because it's too clear now. Yeah, that's a good point.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
I can see newscasters using filters pretty soon.
You have to make it look
Oh.
like film. I
Well,
was watching
no, go ahead.
a Pirates. Oh, I was watching one of the Pirates movies. It was just on like a display or something like that. I remember watching, but I don't really watch many of the Pirates movies. But anyway, it was on a display, and I'm kind of like, wow, she's got really nice makeup. And we cut to the guy. I'm like, well, he's got really nice makeup. Yeah, really nice makeup. And then the pirate guy, Davy Jones walked in. I'm like, who's the guy with the octopus taped to his face? I'm kind of like, okay, this is a problem.
Yeah, no, it
Like
is a
that-
problem. It is,
Yeah.
over here. I don't know in the States if you're hearing the same thing, but over here in Japan, a lot of the actresses are not pleased because it's so high def that you can see every pore on the face, right?
Mm,
And
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They're gonna start using like TikTok filters.
Something,
Yeah, just-
because the ladies are,
We
human.
never look good on camera. No one looks
Yeah.
good on camera.
But I mean, I can kind of get that too, because I'm sure there's a lot of stylizations that were developed by particular makeup artists and also looks achieved by lighting. And having all of that kind of be thrown out because a camera is really high res, that is removing a legitimate aspect of the visuals for an entire medium. I can see it being kind of like, it just doesn't, look right. So yeah, they can throw some filters in there to make it look more like film, but have better explosions. I guess that's good. Or read signs in the background. Maybe.
Yeah, they're just going to have to adapt, right? But I
Yeah.
really don't know when or where it happened. I'm sure Eric can explain it to me. But somewhere along the lines, the ladies of the West decided that a beauty has something to do with perfection, and it's like, good luck with that. Because everybody's got like little from their childhood, little pock marks on their face or little scars. I mean, it's normal.
Yeah,
So,
normal like Robert Davi. Like
Huh?
he's like a creator face. Robert Davi.
oh,
Robert Davi.
yeah, no, I remember him.
I
Character
know
actor.
Robert.
Louis Gossett, not Louis Gossett Jr. Who was the guy that did the chief in
It was
Miami Vice? Was in Blade Runner.
Edward James Olmos.
Yeah, he's another one. Yeah, yeah.
Edward.
But I mean, it's okay though. See,
Yeah.
for men though, it doesn't matter. You can have a cratered up
Yeah.
face and no one cares. It's the women
You're a
that are
character
getting very
actor.
sensitive. Yeah, is that what it is? But
Yeah.
the women have gotten real sensitive about it. And it's like, relax, man. It's okay.
Everybody.
It'll get with Seal. If Seal can get Heidi Klum,
Ooh,
then
yeah.
all right.
Well,
Hmm.
Seal is an
Money.
amazing singer-songwriter, though.
Mm.
And Heidi has a
Ugly.
preference quite clearly.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Although she's got
He's
that
got
kind of
jungle
bubbly sexy that
fever.
we love. Man, she does, dude. But she definitely has that bubbly sexy we love, though. Heidi. Wow.
Oh, Heidi, you came and you saw the strong comics.
Oh, come on now. She is a
Song.
smoke show, dude. Without question, right?
I love her.
Yeah.
Wow. Even when she was dressed like that big worm, I liked it.
Yeah. Just natural beauty.
And when she
dude.
dressed
Cos-
up
have you
as
seen her costumes?
Jessica Rabbit.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Heidi. The one that always got me that I never understood, they always push her as a sex symbol, is the who's that girl the blonde in When Harry Met Sally? What's her name?
Meg Ryan?
Meg
No,
Ryan?
not Meg Ryan. No, it's not. Maybe it's not one. No, it's the other
It
one.
is Meg Ryan.
I'm not thinking of Meg Ryan because she's ultra cute. No, I'm talking about
Oh.
the.
Oh, Don Johnson's ex-wife?
I don't know. I don't
Melanie
pay
Griffith.
attention to that stuff.
Melanie
no,
Griffith, yeah.
No. She was in the
With
Mask.
Stone?
Oh.
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. There it is. Thank you. I mean,
You're
she
thinking
seems
of there's something about Mary. That's what
something
you
about
wanted to
Mary.
say.
Oh, okay, thank you. But that one, what's her name again? Cameron
Cameron
Diaz.
Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. Yeah, she does. She kind of got a bubbly personality, and that's fine. But I've never found her attractive at all. But they've always pushed her as this ultra sex symbol. I don't know. Am I
She
wrong?
started. Her first movie was The Mask, so that's what
The
they were
mask
going for.
was the mask. She was peak.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
her first appearance.
Yeah,
That was her debut.
More power to her
then-
though. She's had a long career and she's made money, so good for her.
Does she seem like a good actress?
She's fine.
She seems fun.
Yeah.
She's fine.
She's got a great personality.
Fine.
Yeah.
Aw.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
then I bet people just like getting to work with her. That's
Maybe.
got to be nice having
Yeah.
someone who's.
I
She
have
did
no
Charlie's
idea how
Angels
she is
and all
really,
kinds of stuff.
but
Oh, you think so?
yeah, I don't know. Well, but that Charlie's Angels was a spoof, that remake, but it was fun. The new one they did, that was just mean, dude. Mean.
Huh.
What are you
Show me
doing?
that. Fun
My uncle is
movies.
my uncle has Down syndrome. He's a huge Charlie's Angels fan, like huge. I'm like, hey, you want to go see that movie? He's like, oh, why? No.
Charlie's Angels, we older dudes grew up with it, and it was fine. Who was the girl the fourth angel that came in after one of the blonde left, and then another blonde came in. But oh god, she was super hot though. What was
Yeah,
her
she's
name,
the
Eric?
singer.
No, she was a mom actually. I think she kind of really came across as a mom, but she was real pretty. Eric, who was the fourth angel? The one that came in after the other one left? Eric's not helping me.
No, we can look it up.
Yeah, you could.
Charlie.
Adrian has a
Charlie.
question though. He says
Oh.
he has questions. Did John Romita create any characters, or he just just artist? I'm curious. I don't know. I have no idea if he created any characters. I know his art when I see it though.
He's
He
credited with
co-created
creating.
Punisher. He co-created Wolverine. He created Mary Jane.
Oh, Mary
Yeah.
Jane. Okay.
He created Kingpin's family, pretty much.
Oh, there you go.
The Hobgoblin was his.
Oh, that's right. He is the one who introduced the Hobgoblin. That's right. Oh, all right, all right, all right. There you go.
Yeah, he was the man.
I gotta go look this up myself now. Charlie's Angels.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about John Romita's Sr. It seems like kind of a novel
Oh,
idea.
Well, talk about him. You seem to know more than I do.
Yeah, maybe he did a Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
He was a Taurus. He liked long walks on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
He liked his
There you
steak
go.
medium rare.
There you go. Those are all things that are very likely true, and you certainly can't prove that they're.
He preferred
Yeah.
honey on his pancakes instead of syrup. Interesting guy.
Yeah, very cool.
But his son is still working, right? Romita
No.
Jr.
I
He
kind
is
of
working,
feel.
yeah.
He is still working.
Bob-
Yeah.
Oh, good. I thought maybe the comic book stopped hiring, good artists a while ago, and
No, he's still. I think he's still doing
No, he's a Democrat, so
Spider-Man
he's still
stuff.
working.
oh, okay.
It was Shelley Hack is the one
Yeah.
I'm thinking about, by the way, from Charlie's Angels.
Shelley. Now, is that the actress name or is that
Yeah.
the character's name?
She replaced Sarah Fawcett.
Okay. Ah.
Oh, the old one.
What did Fawcett do? She
Yeah,
wanted to get into
the good one.
movies.
What was that?
Why did Fawcett leave? She wanted to make movies or something, or I can't
Yeah,
remember.
that worked out real well for her.
It's like when Shelley Long left Cheers.
Right? Yeah.
Womp womp.
But some people prefer the one that came in after. I didn't. I think Shelley was a better mix for Ted Danson, but some people do prefer the girl that came after.
Oh, Christy Alley.
Yeah,
Well, Christy
Kirstie
Alley was
Alley.
back then was a smoke show too, though.
She was, but I think
And they
she was
did
too hot though.
they did something real cool though. They never hooked her up with Ted Danson. It was quite the opposite.
No, they
Like
were fighting.
They
Yeah,
subverted your. Yeah, they were always fought, and she was always a gold digger.
yeah. Well, but Shelley is not this ultra beauty, and I think that worked better for the character.
Yeah, it seemed more natural. The
It
whole
seemed
show
more
did.
natural,
Like
yeah. Yeah.
the whole all the whole cast. They did a good job by not hiring all supermodels to be in this bar.
Yeah. No,
That makes
Cheers was a
sense.
great sitcom, dude. Really good.
Well, Rhea
oh,
Perlman,
no.
she was hot.
Dude, Danny's wife, yeah. She in a way she kind of was, dude. She had that
She
spunky cuteness.
She was a
Huh.
dirty
She got someone
hot.
fired.
What?
So on the show, she had a longtime love interest, right? On the show, that was not her ex-husband, but it was like some boyfriend on the show. And that boyfriend got the actor got on a radio show and was saying like the worst thing to do was kiss Rhea Perlman. He said that on the air, and yeah, she got offended and got him fired. So he got killed off in the
Oh.
show.
Hockey player.
Yeah, the hockey player.
Aw. That's sad. Well, what didn't?
Yeah, isn't that right, Cliff?
Yeah, right. But no, I mean, wasn't she married to Danny DeVito for like ever?
Still is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they have a daughter. No, they're divorced, but they got a daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know that they were divorced. I know they were married for a long time. I see him with his daughter, and it's like How did you come out of that? What happened?
So she is. I mean, both of her parents were very small. Is the little girl also kind of
No,
petite?
she's much bigger. Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah, she's
And she's cute.
4'10" instead of 4'9".
Yeah, yeah. But no, it's clear that she loves her daddy. And
Aw.
they do these little YouTube things together. It's cute. Yeah,
Aw.
yeah, no, she loves her daddy, and that's nice. El
They go
Guapo
together.
just dropped the bomb on me, and I don't know how to take it. John Romita Jr. Senior, excuse me, created Luke Cage. What?
Sweet Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Sweet
I heard that.
Christmas indeed. It's one of my favorite characters, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. They
Cool.
almost got him right in the show too. They were so close to getting
Oh
right.
nice.
Yeah, but that
Good.
actor,
Pretty good.
he just didn't have the push, man.
It's
But it was
The
close
Gordon
though.
Good brothers thing, man, where they keep
Well,
writing
yeah.
black people with no flaws, and it's like, stop doing that.
Yeah, no, stop doing that. There was just something off about it, right? But it was close though. It was close. And
The villain was ruined too.
Purple Man. I mean, David Tennant. Damn, dude. No, that's not. That's Jessica Drew. Sorry. No, the
Cottonmouth
Cottonmouth
was
was
the
amazing, and then they got rid of Cottonmouth for a lame ass. Because I can't even remember
yeah.
his name. It's one of the dumbest things we've ever seen happen, dude. Killing off Cottonmouth. It's like, what are you doing, dude?
if you have one thing that works, don't get rid of that. You know?
He was that guy. What's that actor's name? He's so good, dude.
Marshala Ali, yeah.
Yeah, Mashallah Ali. Yeah, that guy.
Not Blade, that guy.
Yeah, well, dude, I kind of
Yeah.
waiting because it's a complete shit show going on with that Blade because I'd like to see it. That dude can act, man. He's solid.
Yeah, but you see what they were going to
He
do
was
though?
in
It's going to be a
it
bait and
on top.
switch.
Yeah, no, and he could pissed off and he say he ain't doing it because he said I'm Blade, so let's do Blade, but they want to put his daughter in because of course it's got to be female, right? And it's like, are you
And
kidding
no
me?
vampires.
And no vampires, right? It's like, huh? I mean,
Huh?
Blade has fought other things. Let's be fair, but I mean, he's mainly a vampire hunter. How dumb are you though? It's like these idiots over The Witcher. You have Henry Cavill, and you don't
Mhm.
use him.
Why?
Why?
Why? I mean, men want to be him, women want to be with him, right? And he's a solid actor. I mean, you're wasting.
Guilty.
Well, they're wasting it, dude. And same thing
Yeah.
with him. If you got the Ali in there, dude, run with that, man. He killed
Have
it.
you seen Have you seen the shots of what Hemsworth looks like as Geralt now?
No, is it that
He
bad?
looks
Oh,
terrible. Yeah,
Oh no.
oh.
he looks like he's like an awkward teen version Geralt.
All right, let me check it here. So what's his name? Something Hemsworth.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth.
Liam.
Oh,
Okay, Liam.
Oh, my.
I have never met a worthy Liam, so that's probably in the name. Hemsworth. Are they worth?
Liam Neeson?
Yeah, I was going to say,
Well, there's
Liam
always an
Neeson, man.
exception to the rule, Eric.
You
He's
said
got a
never.
particular
Well, I've
set
never
of
met him,
skills.
to be fair.
I thought he was your
Liam
cousin.
Cunningham is the Davos from Game of Thrones.
I'm looking here. Alrighty, let's see here. Okay, well, I got Henry here. I don't see Liam. Oh, here we go. Wow. Yeah, that doesn't. No, that doesn't work.
What do we have? Well, I want to see.
Oh, okay. Let me share.
Show the class.
I'm not sharing either. Oops.
Oops.
Here you go.
Yay.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
not great,
Mhm.
dude. Yeah, that's really.
him or is that a Photoshop?
I don't know. I don't know, but whatever it
Hemsworth
is,
is handsome,
it's not
but-
good.
And it's more dramatic and
Yeah,
intense.
the other person definitely has a looks more stoic
Yeah,
and has a
no,
little more presence.
Henry's
I
got
would
that.
get if they got Chris to do it, but yeah, not Liam.
That
Yeah.
manly quality. Oh,
Well,
wait.
yeah, no, he's
That-
got that classic, Hollywood star look. I don't
Now
see any pictures here.
he also looks horribly jacked, like he has no neck. Hemsworth, you can see his neck.
Although I think Liam would be good for Gambit.
Yeah. Oh, I think he's.
Maybe.
I mean, he's not even a fun
Can he be
actor.
sassy?
And he'd
Oh.
be Cajun, because I know he's English or Australian, I mean.
It should be Channing Tatum, right?
Yeah,
It's
Channing
funny with the
Tatum look-
Hemsworth. If you meet a Hemsworth in person, most likely they're related to Chris Hemsworth, Chris and Liam, because it's like that small of a family. The family is really like that name is very, very small.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, it's basically one of the tailor names, right? A tailoring job names. But another one is Skarsgårds.
Sure.
I mean that how many of them are there? Dad and
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
25 sons? I don't know.
If they're in Hollywood, they're all related.
Yeah, but the Skarsgårds are really good though. Yeah,
That's good. Or it's
you know
hereditary or just growing up around the show.
they probably just grew up in the industry. They're European though.
Yeah.
Looking at this picture, which is probably a deep fake, I'd assume. Looking
Yeah.
at this picture with him, I can see him doing some kind of Viking thing though.
Absolutely.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
It's just when you put the two side by side and you say, "Hey, which figure is more imposing?"
Yeah.
You're gonna go like that one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kel can play He-Man if he
Viking.
wanted to.
one of them is a Viking god, man.
Here we
Great.
go.
So that's nothing against Liam or anyone else really. It's just that's kind of a tough act to follow. It's like, wow, that's a really stoic,
Yeah, no.
strong looking.
Yeah, Henry's got the
Figure there.
jawline, man.
Mhm.
And
Which
the
isn't
prob-
to say he won't be a nice show, but it just makes you have a different feeling.
no
looking
one's gonna
at-
watch that
looking
crap.
at-
Yeah, the other one looks almost like a John Travolta. Almost looks like a bleach-haired John Travolta.
Yeah, huh? That's fair. That's fair.
He's
Yeah,
the
but
goddad.
no one's gonna watch that. No one's gonna watch that. So
Oh, wait a second.
it's good.
This is my mandatorily required moment that I have to speak.
Uh-huh.
So I've done it
Okay.
just to make Eric happy. Continue.
Thank you.
Yay! We appreciate it. Bravo.
Well, Adrian, the problem with The Witcher from day one was they didn't want to do The Witcher. They hated The Witcher. They mocked the character. They hated Henry Cavill because he's just a man. And I'm sure there was a bunch of anti-angst going on because I'm sure they wanted him as well, right? So yeah, they
They didn't even get enough of them.
maybe, but I mean, they just hated the show from day one. They hated the story, and it's really unfortunate. What they should have just done is, a Witcher Chronicle, the tales of Yennefer, because they actually did a good job with Yennefer. I mean, they race swapped her and stuff, but I mean, who cares? I guess. But it was pretty good. It was just not The Witcher, right?
Right. Yeah, I mean, if you want to do something that's kind of like it, but not exactly, then why not just make something that's kind of like it, but, do your own
Because they're
thing.
banking on Henry Cavill bringing in numbers until everyone saw their nastiness. That's why.
That was their plan.
That was their
That's
plan.
not a good plan.
No, well, it lasted 2 years, so
Yay! We spent a lot of money and only got 2 years out of the series because we didn't want to make it in the first darn place. Like,
that's
not-
true. No, they really didn't. He was great in Green Card, I think. It's the movie where he played a concert pianist during segregation in the South. I have no clue. I thought Green
Gerard
Card had
Depardieu?
Gerard.
Oh, that was.
Depardieu.
No, he's talking about Marshawn Lynch.
Oh, a different black dude.
Yeah, Marshawn Lynch was in Green Card.
Oh, no. Was it Green Card or was it a dick? Because the Green Card I know has got the
Green
French
Book.
actor in
Green
it.
Book.
A Green Book. Oh, that one. Yeah, not Green Card, Green Book. Um, yeah. Well, no, because the Green Card movie with the French guy in it, he's actually a really good actor. Yeah, he's a great actor. His Asterix is, for me, is Asterix. And
Oh, really?
They
oh,
made
he's
another one
great.
of those just recently.
Did they? Oh,
There's
I
a
gotta
new
watch
one.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's on
It's like-
Netflix right now. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I definitely gotta check that out then, because he's really good at that. But he did another movie where he played some
Not in there.
historically famous chef, French chef. It was really good.
Nice. They're pretty good at making decent documentaries. It kind of seems like.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree. The docudramas become a thing.
It's like, well, it's got to be based in history, so that's got to, help it out a little.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm.
Yeah. If it's lasted throughout time to be interesting, well, there must be a reason, right?
Except
Yeah.
for Cleopatra.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my!
Yeah.
Oh.
We got to reinterpret that for some reason,
I wonder how the Egyptologists feel about that.
Oh, you.
Sorry. I wonder how
They
the
declared war on
philologists
Netflix.
feel about that.
They did, as they should, to be honest with you, because it's really ridiculous. We know exactly who she was, exactly what we have so many examples of what she looked like. She's literally on the money. Literally.
He's on the money.
That
Nicely
little old
played,
lady
Amy.
said no.
There's tens of thousands of examples of her face. Unbelievable.
Well, maybe it was very hot in Egypt, so she had a very extreme tan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Although we know historically that all the pharaohs and noble families hardly ever went out in the sun. They were all fat, bloated, and pimpled up.
Oh,
But
so
she could have not been.
Well, she did score 2 Roman elites, so she had
Yeah, I'm
something
just
going
kind
for
of
her. Yeah.
yeah.
And the famous ones too. It's not like she's got like some B League guys. She got Caesar and Mark Antony.
Yeah, no, big top level dudes. And
Yeah,
Caesar
yeah.
was an old dude too, right? But you know what I
Yes.
think that was? I think that was Caesar's respite or a sojourn on the Nile is what it was. Because the guy had been banging for decades, just going and tearing the hell out of Europe, right? Making deals, making wars, and then he kind of relaxed down in Egypt and made a kid. And the funny thing is, because of all the politics, his kid never became anything. Caesar did have a child with Cleopatra, and that's like the only one, right? Because his whole life was spent on the field. There might have been some bastard children here or there, I assume, but that's the one we know about. And then Mark Antony was a young, hot, up and coming action star in Rome, and she landed him, and that seemed like a real love affair, an actual lustful, romp with her and him. Caesar might have been a little bit more political, but Mark Antony, that was a real serious thing, and so she had
Let's just
something
say they
going
called
for her.
him the obelisk.
Yeah, fair enough. But no, you know what I mean, because he was a superstar in Rome, right? Mark Antony.
Oh, interesting.
So she had something going on that men liked. So
did you learn all that from the Egyptologists?
yes, I did. Thank you very much. In school, I had, how many classes, Egyptology classes I had to go through? Do you realize I have a degree in Egyptology and Assyriology? You know what I had to deal with?
What did you have to deal with?
Stupid Egyptologists.
We all
But not
can't be as
really.
smart
Romita
as
Senior
Chester.
liked Egypt.
Well, I
Are you
wonder if
there?
John Romita Sr. ever drew Cleopatra.
Like an Egyptian style?
It's possible. It's certainly
Google it.
possible.
That would be interesting.
The fact that the Lester sisters did that in stereo is like worth like clipping and repeating.
It is. Someone should clip that immediately. Ooh. Very nice.
There's a chance that he's being cut from the Batman 66 show.
Oh, fair. Yeah. But I bet you he did something Egyptian. I mean, I guarantee it, right?
It
'Cause
seems like you'd have to come up with a bunch of different settings, right?
Well, yeah, but you have to keep in mind that at the end of the 19th century, coming to the early 20th century, there was a big Egyptian revival. There was and Greek revival. There's tons of people who were interested in it. They throw Egyptian parties, and it was a revival and interest in it. And we had a similar revival in the 60s and 70s, and that's right when he was hot. So I imagine there's probably several examples of him doing something Egyptian.
Hmm.
Was it like
At
a
least
tent
drawing a-
revival?
Well, that's where all of the push came, where everyone was talking about Atlantis became super hot, right? In the 60s and 70s, and all of that. It's where kind of where the conspiracy stuff really kicked off, and it was the Egyptologists and those kind of scientists pushing back that no, you can't question the narrative. We've said what it is. Shut up. That got all that pushback. Is why Zachariah Sitchin hit so heavy, and so many Hollywood people were interested in it. It was a big revival in classical ancient world in the late 60s and 70s. And it continues on to today in some ways, right? But I'm saying because that was going on, I don't think that I can't imagine that any artist of the 60s, especially in the 70s, didn't do something Egyptian in some way.
Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yeah, why not, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, the way he does like his eye makeup for his characters, it's just almost a little too perfect.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really pay attention to that. I've never actually worn makeup.
Oh,
No.
oh well, you probably don't need it.
I don't know about that, Chester.
Well, I know I've never put makeup on. Yeah.
Did you
I've
not
never
do
even
any
faced
drama in school?
I did do a couple of things, but there was no makeup involved.
Really, that's unusual.
Oh,
Shakespeare.
Well, no, I did
Kabuki.
because I could sing kinda. So I did guys and gals, or guys and dolls,
Guys,
and I did what's the one with the two gangs in New York?
West Side Story.
Romeo
No,
and
that one.
Juliet?
West
Yeah,
Side
West Side
Story.
Yeah, that one, West Side Story. I did
Oh,
those
it's
two.
yeah.
And when I was a little boy in elementary school, I played Kermit.
aww.
Yes.
Frog?
Something about rainbows. Na, 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 na. I don't remember the lyric, but I was Kermit
You
the
haven't
Frog.
sung it
And I
much
sang.
since then. There you
What?
go. So you haven't sung it too much since then?
No.
The-
But I don't know if it was any good. We were kids, and parents are
Oh, I'm
forced
sure
to watch
it's
it.
adorable.
It's punishment, is what it is. Yeah. But I did chose to do Kermit because I could sing kind of.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Being a parent myself now and gone through the entire rigmarole of that, I understand the pain. I do. Do you know how many stupid piano recitals I've been to, and I have to sit through 3-4 hours of all these little kids playing bad piano? Oh my God, it's torture. Thank God
But I
I'm a
bet your kids are
smoker.
really cute. Does your son or daughter play piano?
My daughter does, yeah.
Oh, how nice. Is that something she's kept up with, or?
Not that I know of.
Oh,
She's
it's
kind of
sometimes.
well, she was doing ballet at the same time.
Oh my God.
So she doesn't really do ballet as much anymore, but she does like jazzercise and that kind of dance exercise stuff.
Oh, cool. Mhm.
Yeah.
She stays active. That's good.
She does. Yeah, no. Well, she's a kind of a modern girl, so her figure is everything. You just don't understand, Dad. Like, yeah, I can possibly. Yeah, there's no way I can understand.
Say that in Japanese.
Well, it wasn't said in Japanese; it was said in English. So,
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Go to your room.
Disappointed.
Mendokusai. Yeah, that's what I get. I get Mendokusai a lot.
You're grounded.
You are troublesome, noisy. Thank you. Yeah. But I had one thing, and she was saying she wanted to do this, and I said, well, why don't you just do it? She said, you just don't understand how much things cost and money, and you don't understand. And I'm like, I didn't say anything, but I kind of laughed inside because you do realize I pay your entire life.
Mm.
If anyone
Well,
understands, it's me,
good point.
right? Kids.
Yeah,
Kids.
I can see that being an issue. Like, I mean, there are challenges trying to pursue things, but you certainly don't need to antagonize people who are trying to encourage you to do something you think's important. I mean, there's always sacrifice for something if it's important to you, but
Oh no, she's always been antagonistic toward me. I didn't have the little princess girl sit in my lap and be cute. I didn't have that. I didn't get that. That fate decided, no, not for you. So I didn't get that. The funny thing is, the ironic thing, I guess, is that because I teach all ages in my school, and when I read books and stuff, many times there's little kids that will come and want to sit on Sensei's lap while reading the book or something like that, right? So
Hey, Biden.
well, come on, don't be
Oh,
stupid, right?
you're like Santa.
Yeah, like Santa. And I look like Santa too. So
Aw.
it's got that effect going on. But not my daughter. My son, luckily, is the opposite. He and I get along really well. He actually trusts my opinion and stuff. So it was only half. But I mean, it's not strange. A lot of men will tell you the same stories. They didn't get along well with their daughters.
mm,
So it is what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
But she don't. The problem is, and this is one of the times that made her the most angry. I think was she is going on, and basically I was asking her, why are you doing this or why aren't you doing that? Because I do have responsibility, right? I am her father. And I asked her, and she basically finally came out with the truth a little bit that I really just don't like people, right? And I like, and I was like, okay, well, I said, you do realize the world's full of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she didn't like that at all. That pissed her right off.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like, okay, there's going to be a bunch of those, so we're going to have to figure that out. But I think you said she wants to work in chemistry?
She is a pharmaceutical chemist, yes.
Ah, well, maybe that'll keep her away from having to deal with too many people?
Well, no, but
Oh.
she's chilled
There's a
out a little
famous.
bit as she got older. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody.
Or maybe she has a secret plan to kill all the people in the world.
Maybe. I might well have done that. I apologize ahead of time.
I'll say there is a famous German book talking about struggles that if she wants to read.
Oh well, then you don't let me suggest it because it'll never get read. There's a piece here sent to me from Adrian. This is Dan Greenfield on June 14th. And the great John Romita has died at the age of 93. In tribute, we re-present this piece from 2020 for more celebration. Looks like he did a cover recently. Oh, that's cool. So he, look at that though. Now with Frank Miller and some of the other really old dudes, as they got older, their skill did not stay with them.
Right.
And it looks like he could still draw just a few years ago. Look at that. It looks good.
Yeah, it's great.
Joe Kubert could too.
Yeah, well, that's another serious legend you're getting into there, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so iconic. It is the Spider-Man look.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing.
Yeah, it's like the.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's just like it's like the Bible for Spider-Man is that.
It is. No, it's true. And the thing I like about it is it's Spider-Man. So many later Spider-Men became Spider-Boy in their body, in their form. He's a man.
Right.
Yeah, he has a man's body, right?
Oh yeah, he does. Like his face looks a little squarish in that. It's kind of an
It's
unusual
very
hairstyle,
Kirby.
I guess.
Yeah, very Kirby right
Yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, this cover. Oh, this one. Oh, it's such a good cover, dude. Look at that.
That's nice.
The Prowler. Miles Morales should be the Prowler, you morons. If you knew anything about Marvel, you would had Miles Morales be the Prowler.
Don't
He's
Stupid.
tell
got the
him, Harrison.
purple mask and everything.
You should go see the new movie, Chester.
Do they finally make him the Prowler instead of Spider-Man?
No spoilers.
Because if they do that, then that's smart. Because he could have an existence in that vein.
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
It would be.
Because
That's the smart move. Yeah. Ooh, the trench.
nobody ever calls him Spider-Man. He's always Miles Morales.
Yep. So, oh, look at that great cover, dude. Thank you, Adrian. Adrian's smart.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, found some good stuff.
Oh, the Mysterio. Oh, that's very nice. Yes. Oh, this is such a classic cover.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I own all of these actually.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I have an entire run up into the 90s. Amazing.
Are
Spider-Man.
they original? Like, I mean, did you keep yours, or did you
Yeah.
just kind of collect it again after? Oh, nice.
Mainly, I bought at the time. Other stuff I collected to fill in holes, but I don't have like every Spider-Man comic from all the different types. But the Amazing Spider-Man, I got to run from the beginning up until somewhere in the 90s.
So all of them worth having.
Oh yeah, well, some of them probably worth money, I'd imagine.
That could be.
I don't care. I'm not a seller. I don't sell things. Well, not those kind of
Yeah,
things.
Chester's not a sellout, man.
Your wife will when you die.
I'm
Let's get
sure,
rid of this
dude.
crap.
Dude, my Black Lotuses are being hunted for actively.
Is that a comic?
No, it's a magic card. It's worth a lot of money.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the Black Lotus.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of it.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them. But the thing is, I was just that age is exactly when it came out. Matter of fact, I was up in Brown, and the was it Garfield? Is that his name? Can't remember.
Yeah, he's cool.
They came up when they were working up Magic the Gathering, and they brought it to campuses, and they would go into the campus always has a nerd shop, right? And they drop it off, let people try, and I was there, so I have some of the original test stuff, and then when we all loved it, and when it came out, we all bought it and played it. So I just was in the right spot at the right time.
What
What was that, Johan?
what year is that?
Oh, geez, 80 something,
What
89,
year?
89, 90, something like that. It was like a year or two before it came out officially. And like I say, when it came out officially, we all bought it because we loved it.
Oh.
But in the original testing stuff, what they did was they had these little, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was these baseball trading card boxes, right? And they had different sizes of them. You got them from comic books too, but they had these like smaller ones that were about, I don't know, 5 inches, maybe 4 or 5 inches long, or whatever. They were for baseball cards, football cards, stuff like that. And they basically just dropped off a bunch of boxes, those that size boxes. And the way we played it originally was, you play out of the box. You didn't put it on the table, and there everything was shuffled together. And when you were done with the game, it went in the back of the box. And so it was like this constant rotation. When they came out officially, of course, they had what 50 or 60 card decks, and you had to construct your own deck. So it changed from what it originally was.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So it was like everybody just kind of going from one large.
Well, we each
Like
had our own
large-
big box, basically. Yeah,
Oh, okay. And you just kept drawing. Interesting.
there must have been 300-400 cards in there.
Oh, wow. So you weren't having to worry about reshuffling your deck very likely.
No, that wasn't the rules either. But that was a really good time when I was at university, though, because we got Magic the Gathering came out, we got Vampire the Masquerade came out, a lot of good card games came out actually. That Illuminati game, didn't know how prophetic that was going to be, huh?
Yeah, nobody would have thought.
I remember Worm.
It's
That was
supposed, to be,
what was that?
it's supposed to be pretend.
Yeah, well, shockingly. But I remember one that came out was called Worm. I still have all of them, but it didn't hit. Like it didn't become a big hit. But I thought that was a good system.
I remember that coming out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I played a card game you guys mentioned a couple weeks ago on the show. Coup.
Coup? That's a cute name.
Like,
oh no, that's a different conversation though.
Yes, but you guys mentioned it. I went out and bought it, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's awesome.
nice.
No, Coup is it is a card game, I guess, but it's more of a party game where you sit down and
Yeah. You only get 2 cards.
Yeah, it's not like a Magic. It's different. But Coup is amazing. If you want a really good party game, go buy Coup. You know, I mean, it's a easy suggestion. What was that?
Is it what you got, Lissa? Was it Everfall?
Everdell.
Everdell. That's it.
Well, Everdell
And
is a little. It is a card game, but it's got a board with it. It's super cute.
Yeah. It was fun. I
It is.
stayed up way too late playing that game.
Yeah.
Like, oh, oops. Okay.
Big giant oops.
Big giant oops.
Well, that's the great thing about tabletop gaming industry. You can find stuff on the edges of lots of genres, but in general, it's family fun, right? So
Yeah.
you get a lot of stuff
sure.
that's either very classical looking or very cute. A lot of cute stuff. There's one called Mouse. It's not Mouse Guard. Mouse Guard's great too. But this is what is it called? Something Mice. Oh, I can't remember. Basically, a wizard turns you into everybody into mice, and you have to fight to get the kingdom back. And you're going through like this dungeon into the backyard type of thing. It's a great little mini pseudo mini game.
Richard Gere's Gerbil Finder.
Oh God.
Gerbils. Gerbils are cute.
She did not get that reference.
You
Don't let
you
her
are
get
so
it. Oh,
so
horrible
innocent.
people. Horrible
innocent,
people.
man.
So innocent.
Ooh, this Mary
Chester,
Jane's coming off.
Picked up another game over the weekend, or my son brought it to me actually.
Hmm.
It was Whitehall Mysteries.
Whitehall Mysteries. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a revised version of the Whitechapel game. I think.
Yeah. Another really good in that.
It was really
vein is-
cool.
Well, there's a couple
Sounds
of them.
pleasant.
You got Scotland Yard, which is in
Love
the
that
same
one.
vein.
Yeah.
And you got that vampire, that Dracula one too, where you're trying to find Dracula in Europe. What's the name of that one?
Dracula in Europe.
Well, it's a
Yeah,
mystery.
Dracula
They're
in
kind of
New York.
mystery games. Yeah. Where
Empire in Brooklyn.
no.
I was about to say that.
Yeah. Well, no, but it's actually a really good game because one of the players is playing Dracula, and everyone else is playing vampire hunters. And the whole game is about trying, Dracula's trying to hide or not be discovered throughout Europe and gain power, and everyone is trying to figure out where he is. It's one of those deductive games. It's beautiful. The board is stunningly stunning.
Wow.
God, now I have to go look it up. Eric.
I'll get it. You just keep talking. Hold on.
All right.
You see
Yes,
that
keep
new Dracula
talking.
movie coming out?
See what?
The Witcher?
The new Dracula movie coming out. It's called. It's all about the his boat ride to England.
Oh,
where
yeah.
he's slaughtering everyone on the
Yes.
ship.
Oh, it looks
It does
good,
that,
dude.
and that looks like an awesome movie.
It looks really good.
Fury of Dracula.
The Fury of Dracula. There it is. That's a great game. And they just came up with a new updated version about 5 years or so ago.
Cool.
It's so gorgeous. It's a beautiful game. It doesn't get as kind of crazy as say Call of Cthulhu does or something like that, or the Elder Sign. These are all the same vein of games, but yeah, the Fury of Dracula is a great game. Another one I suggest you pick up. But Coup, definitely. If you ever have like a little party where you just got a bunch of people together, bring out Coup, dude.
Yeah, you could probably find it at a comic shop or anything. That's where I found mine. It was like $15.
How do you spell it? How is it? Is it COO or
COUP?
COUP, yeah, like
Yeah,
a coup.
Coup d'etat.
The coup.
Right. Yeah. Now, which one did you get? Did you get the future one or the fantasy version? It's just art, really difference.
I would say it's a fantasy one.
Oh, okay, yeah, because they also
Yeah.
got another one that's like a future, like dystopian, apocalyptic theme. It's
Yeah,
the same
they've
game.
got a couple expansions
Oh.
now too.
You mean 2024? Got it.
Yeah. No, it's just a thematic thing. It doesn't really matter for the rules. Yeah, no, there are tons of really good games, board games. I have a large collection, you know.
Yep. You
Yeah.
know, all kind.
Yeah.
I think there's this game called, was it Love Letters?
Oh yeah.
Love Notes.
Oh yeah.
No, Love Letter.
Yeah.
That's a good game. It's a good game.
That's a great game.
Yeah.
I ended up finding a Batman version of that and sent it to my brother for Christmas.
They got a lot of versions.
Very cool.
Yeah. It's like Munchkin.
Yeah.
It's like every IP they could possibly get a hold of, they threw on top of it. Yeah. But Love Letter is good too because that's a little teeny thing. You can literally throw that in your pocket and go, right? A lot of Coup is a small game too, right? There's a bunch of these.
Yeah, really small.
There was a theme going on here about 8 years ago or so where everyone was trying to create the smallest cool games they could. It was like a fad, and some really good stuff came out of that. There's one game I can't remember the name of it, but it only had 5 cards. The whole game was 5
Really?
cards. Yes,
Oh, wow.
and they were tarot-sized cards, but there was only 5 of them.
Huh.
That was wonderful.
That must be a game. How many people
There's
could
a
play?
series.
Go ahead.
Oh, there is a series called like Tiny Epic Adventures, and it's all
Oh,
kinds of genres:
I
space,
have
and
all
cowboys.
of those. I have every one of
Cool.
those. And those are great too. Some of them are better than others, to be fair. But the thing that's great about Tiny Epic Adventures is that the box is, I don't know, 6 inches long, 7 inches long, and it's not very big. I mean, you could throw that in a bag. You can carry that anywhere and go. And it's a full-on board game too. These aren't like little rinky-dink 5-minute things. It's a full-on board game in a little teeny box.
Yeah,
Wow.
it took you like 40 minutes sometimes to finish a game.
Yeah, no, seriously. The best one is the zombie one, though.
Yeah, the zombie one's great.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Do they play differently, or is it specifically just, or is it kind of
Oh,
like just the artwork? Like
Very
paintings?
different. Very different. Yeah.
Oh,
All kind of genre,
I
all
see.
kind of mechanics. Yeah, no, it's brilliant. And one of the things in board games is you have a thing called the meeple, right? And the meeple is those little wooden human looking character, human silhouette things you've seen, little wooden ones. Of course, a lot of games try to do miniature stuff, and that's fine. Especially these days, they do such a good job with it. But a lot of games have meeples. It's very popular thing, and all of the Tiny Epic use the meeple stuff, and it's great. Yeah, I can't remember her name. There was a lady that created that name, and they were at a convention, and she made some little joke at the table that it's like, oh, it's my people, meeples.
Meeples. And everybody went, yep, that's what it's going to be.
That's what it's going to be.
Now they're
It's
looking
stuck.
for meeple rights.
Meeple rights, right? One Night Werewolf. Yeah, well, that's Adrian. That's interesting because Werewolf is a very old game that Eric, Jeff, and I all played as kids. I'm sure. And we didn't need any cards or anything. You guys remember playing Werewolf when you were little, Boy Scouts and stuff like that?
Was it like
No.
tag or something?
I don't remember playing it. I played it much later in life.
Well,
I
we
played
didn't
was
have
the
cards.
worm with
We
my
just
Scoutmaster.
Right. Yeah.
Oh God. But no, it was a kind of old game, and then someone said, "Hey, that's a cool old game that kids play. Why don't I, put some illustration on it and throw it in a box?" And they did, and it's been going strong ever since. Yeah, One Night Werewolf is a great version of Werewolf. They even have an app now. Everybody can play. You
Wow.
just press the button and let the app go. Yeah, no, it's really cool.
How do you play werewolf?
Well, werewolf, basically you have some people in the group are werewolves and people are not werewolves. And these days you have actual roles now. You can be like the bartender or the mayor or whatever. But traditionally it's just you werewolf or not, and you close your eyes And then it depends on how you play it. With the cards, you don't need it, but you'll have someone will touch you, and if you're touched, you're dead, right? And then everyone opens their eyes, and those that are dead are of course are out, and everyone else has to figure out, okay, who's the werewolf, who's doing it.
Okay, like a
It's
murder
that,
mystery.
yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like Among Us.
I think
Yeah, it does sound
the
like
concept is
Among
the same like the Among Us game. Do you know?
What do you say?
You remember the Among Us game? I think the principle is taken from that. I think.
I
Yeah,
imagine. There's a lot of
Oh,
people.
yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, it's a
and it
very
didn't break.
popular theme. Yeah, yeah, but it's fun
How
though.
funny.
It is fun.
Yeah.
But honestly, it's simple, but it's a good party game. Kind of like Coup, what Eric is talking about. You know,
Sure.
speaking of board games, though, I mentioned Munchkin. I don't know if you guys have played Munchkin, but
I've heard of
Munchkin is one of those games that uses, the same rule set, but uses every IP in the universe to
it.
put
Right.
the color on it, right? The theme on it. And there is a
Mhm.
Marvel one. There's a couple actually, but I have the
Marvel
old
Month.
one, and that is a lot of with the Spider-Man and stuff, and I think Punisher, but John Romita art is in that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Aw.
My son
Mu-
likes the Flux games.
Oh, Flux is killer, dude. I love
Yeah.
Flux. Yeah.
Bought a bunch of the different ones. He even brought a Wizard of Oz one last time he came down.
Oh, really?
Aw.
Well, Flux is interesting because that creator is literally a genius physicist, actually.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and he wanted to create a game based on physics, and he did.
Oh,
Yeah, Flux is
Cool.
wicked. Yeah, that's another little teeny pocket game.
There's something so cool about being able to take like
What was the title? Flux?
Flux,
Is it
Flux, Flux. Yes, there's many of them.
Oh, okay.
What were you saying, Amy?
oh, I just think that it's kind of cool when you can take like a mechanic for a game and just refine it down to its most simply stated way,
Yeah.
and then make that into something. I'm like I think that's really neat because it's so easy to keep adding on to something, but if you can pare it back and make that work, I think that's really cool. So little games are neat.
Yeah, what Amy said.
No, it's true.
Mhm.
Another game that's got a bunch of Romita art in it is Legendary Marvel.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
So I mean, they've taken a lot of his art. I mean, he hasn't been in the game for a while, but his art shows up everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so classic looking. It almost seems like it was mined somewhere. Like, yeah, but that's just how this art is. Like, no, that belonged to someone and they drew it. It didn't just come out of the ground or always exist. It's just it's a particular guy's work.
Well, to show you how iconic it is, though,
Mhm.
I do play. There's certain games like Splendor or Five Tribes or things like that you can play in a classroom setting, right? Not all board games are either too long or too complicated for the kids, but some of them you can. And Legendary I bring out rarely because it does take time, and I literally have to go through a couple of classes of teaching it before we can play it. But those kids that do learn it, and then every now and then, once or twice a year, I pull it out. As they get older, they become very good at it. It's a co-op game. But the interesting thing is, someone always chooses Spider-Man. They don't know. They know nothing about comic books, right? American comic books. They know nothing. But something
yeah,
about
but you got a
Spider-Man.
Japanese Spider-Man over there.
No, that's old. No, none of these kids know about that old thing, dude.
What?
They don't. They have no clue. Yeah. They don't know anything about it. But there's just something iconic about Spider-Man that they always choose. They always choose Spider-Man. They always choose Wolverine. And another one that gets picked all the time by the girls is Black Widow.
Oh my gosh! Isn't it funny how those really great designs just speak through and pass everything?
They do. Yeah, it's really interesting. And then, because I have tons of because each character has its own little pack, right? And you take them, you mix them together, and you're drawing out of a pile, and you're trying to. It's a deck builder, right? But so I got tons of them, but I have characters that have never been touched.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, who would those be?
Well, the saddest one is in the DC game, which I don't. I think it's easier, but the kids prefer the legendary one. But the DC
Superman.
no, the one that never gets touched is Etrigan, and it's like he's
A
the
what?
coolest character,
Oh,
dude. They never touch Etrigan, dude.
Hmm. I'm gonna look him up.
Yeah. Another one they don't seem to like is Storm, which is weird.
Really?
Yeah,
She's cool.
Sounds cool though.
she's one of my
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah. Nova doesn't get any love. The Fantastic Four doesn't get any love.
Uh-oh.
Hulk gets picked sometimes.
Hokey.
But I mean, anyway, it's just interesting because these kids don't know anything about it at all. They're just picking on what they think looks cool, right?
Yeah.
But
Kind of supposed to sound.
I don't play the
but they
DC
must
one
be
hardly.
pushing Fantastic Four, I think, because the movie is coming out. Maybe
Yeah, the
What do you think?
Japanese don't really. I
they
mean,
should. They should.
yeah, this young generation over here, I say for a couple of the generations, they don't care about Western things at all, dude. They really don't. It's all about manga and anime for them. They don't even know. If you ask, who's Spider-Man, maybe one kid has heard of him before. Maybe.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not interested. They're all into their
Yeah, of
manga.
course.
Yeah.
That's kind of true for everybody over here right now. Comics haven't done a lot to encourage new fans.
Hey, we got Jiminy Cricket. He's another
Oh,
old guy.
Jiminy!
He knows what I'm talking about. Have you girls ever seen Jiminy's art?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
We have some.
fantastic. Oh, you do? Yeah, Jiminy's fantastic, man. He doesn't come and give me any of the art love anymore. Even though I'm like his biggest fan. I see how you are. I'm going to get coffee. Jeff, you're in charge. I'm upset. Go.
Talk, Jeff. Talk, Jeff. Talk.
Okay, I'm talking.
There
And
you go. You
I'm
gotta
talking.
put in your quota.
Okay.
I'm continuing to talk. And I'm
Rosa,
still
how
talking.
are you?
Rosa?
Yeah. She's in chat.
Oh, hi, Rosa.
How are you
Who's
doing?
in
How's the
chat?
family?
Oh, it's RH Snow.
Yeah. She's just saying hi to everybody. Hopefully she'll.
And I'm
Hey,
still talking.
Rosa.
We're all glad to hear things are turning around for your family. Hopefully everyone's still, everyone's doing better. I mean, it takes time, but you're still in our prayers.
And I'm still talking, just so you know.
Yeah.
Good. Keep it up.
Making Eric happy.
I'm very proud of you.
Yep. Keeping those on waves.
And I wrote part of that story down last night. I'm going to make another video. It's probably going to take me a couple of weeks, though.
Yeah, really? You kind of seem to. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to project, but it seemed like you were kind of having fun with it.
Yeah. Well, once you get Patton Oswalt and Dean Kanan on the script, it becomes interesting then.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So,
Nice.
should I talk about my sex castle, my mountain, or my talking toilet?
I think your yacht.
Okay.
I'm
What's your
on
yacht?
Rosa.
Your
Hang
sex
on, Rosa.
toilet can talk.
You saw me on Upstream Reviews. Where was that?
Upstream reviews. I don't know that one.
But now I'm famous again.
There you
Nice.
Let me go look this up. I would
Yeah,
show you guys, but I don't have actually any power.
I know. That's a shame.
I don't know if she's listening.
Well, by golly, I do have a review. When did this happen?
Oh,
Oh, this happened like 3 days ago.
oh wow!
Nice.
I'll take it. There we go.
And it says,
I'm sure it is good. Of course, it's a good review. It would have to be. Is this a site you've heard of before?
Actually, this is a site. This is Declan Finn's site.
Oh,
Declan Finn is a fantasy author. He's got more books out than I do. Way more
do
books,
you know
and you know he
his-
makes a living off.
But are they as good as yours though?
Yeah, have you had a chance to like read them or enjoy them?
I barely have a chance to read my own books.
Well, okay, I totally get that.
And when I do read them, it's like 16 or 17 times consecutively trying to get rid of every freaking error that exists in there. It's kind of
Yeah, no, I get
insane.
that. It's like
And then every time
you-
I read somebody else's book, I start thinking about a new idea because they're inspiring me, and it's either that or I'm sitting there analyzing how they're putting their sentence together, how they're doing their phrases. It's like, so I can't read for fun anymore.
yeah, it's hard to just enjoy something objectively. I can get that. Still, how fun that other fantasy artists, writers are finding you. Although writing really is one of the arts. So, you know.
Say that again.
I say how exciting that other fantasy artists are finding you. Writing is one of the arts, but other fantasy authors.
Yeah, no, it's great because I really need reviews because I got my teeth kicked in on a review not too long ago.
What? For the Wizard Stone
Yep.
or something else?
Yep.
You
want me to
kicked
read
your
the
teeth in?
Yeah, pretty bad. Actually, I've gotten 2 really nasty reviews.
Oh, that's weird.
Actually, you're lucky to get reviews at all.
men in here.
And I'll read it to you here. So it says, book review: The Wizard Stone by Herman P. Hunter. A fantasy tales that stands as tall on the shoulders of the Hobbit. Since his epic fantasy tome fell into our hands, the shadow of J.R.R. Tolkien has loomed ever larger over the genre. The Lord of the Ring defines it. Such is the case with The Wizard's Stone, and comparisons are inevitable. Fortunately, the story of young Odo, who knows little of the world beyond his pastoral community, has an aura of its own. Like The Lord of the Rings, it's the story of an unassuming innocent surrendering a treasure rather than finding one. But unlike that journey, the treasure itself isn't inherently evil, and he's no longer in danger of it corrupting him. The lands he must travel are simply dangerous, and Odo has lived a sheltered life. Consequently, Odo's story is more inward than outward as he comes to a greater understanding of himself, and it's that key difference which makes his more than a ripoff.
Whoa.
Woof. This could
That's
be
weird.
bad.
I mean, he's the one comparing everyone to Tolkien. You can't do that.
Hang on. For this review, I listened to the audiobook. Some stories are best experienced read aloud, and such is the case here. The story. Odo is an orphan who is taken in by the wizard Remfrey. Though he was allowed to study books of magic and lore, he remains humble and holds his master in awe. Mostly he just does chores around the farm, fearful of what exists out there. As we later learn, his fears were are justified. War is
Of
a recent
course.
memory, civilized society crumbled, whatever existed of it, and everyone is responsible for their own welfare. Thanks to Odo's dark skin, people are unsure of him. Without a family's love and support, he's unsure of himself. When Renfrey tasks him with delivering a magic stone to a faraway king, Odo is terrified, knowing he'll be facing the hardships of the cruel world outside. And the mercenary Captain Enoch, who is hired as his protector, isn't exactly reassuring. Renfrey is willing to pay a fortune to the captain of his not so merry band of cutthroats to see Odo to his destination, but Enoch doesn't have to be nice about it. Not that the situation permits it. Along the way, Odo has to rely on his limited knowledge of magic, his wits, and most of all, the captain and his crew. They aren't much better or kinder than Enoch either. His travels take him to many grimy places with no Rivendell respites, and he ends up doing things that trouble his conscience. The spark of goodness he carries in his heart may be as or more important as the stone. The characters. Odo isn't Frodo, and we don't see him relishing in country comforts. Life has never treated him kindly, so he never expects kindness. He's timid and uncertain of everyone, even Renfrey, whose influence is his guiding light. All along his journey, he finds himself wondering what the old wizard would do in difficult situations, of which there are many. Captain Enoch is a harsh mentor, fitting for a cruel world. In the places he takes Odo, it's kill first and ask questions later, as he's a survivor in a country filled with death. The rest of his crew is about the same. Everyone is distinct and has a backstory that gradually develops as Odo gets to know them. These are characters with ambitions beyond earning some gold and regrets deeper than a stack of dead bodies. The world. As you would expect, everything in this mold of medieval fantasy with farms, fishing, villages, and kings. Naturally, fantasy means elfin beings, monsters, and magic, though the monsters mostly remain in the shadows, and the magic system itself isn't explained in any great detail. Mostly, we see this as a harsh world still recovering from the ravages of war. Politics none. Content warning: nothing as frightening as Weathertop, nor nor grimy as Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Who it is for. Your local bookshop might throw this in the YA shelf and call it a day, but as someone said, all stories are for adults and some can also be enjoyed by children. Anyone looking to scratch that Lord of the Rings itch with something more than a pastiche will enjoy what Hunter does here. Hang on, I need a drink. Why read it? There are some stories told with such loving care that you can feel it in every word and carefully crafted detail. These are works that the artist had to create and took time developing the skill to share with the world. The Wizard's Stone is one of those stories. This alone doesn't make it worth reading, though it certainly helps. When the fantasy story landscape is littered with nihilistic doorstoppers featuring Mary Sue's, it's refreshing to find something simple and familiar that's not simplistic.
That doesn't sound like an entirely bad review, though.
No, it sounds like a very good review.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
I would say.
It's interesting they made the Lord of the Ring reference though, because I'd make a Dragon Slayer reference.
Um, Tolkien was a real big influence on me.
Of course, the world.
And well,
Yeah.
the world, but the other, but yeah, Dragon Slayer was another huge influence on that, and a few others.
Yeah, because when you were explaining it way back, that's the first thing came to my head was Dragon Slayer, not Tolkien.
Yep. And I mean, the elements are definitely pulled from there, and there are other elements, although less obvious, in some of the stuff I have waiting that's pulled from Dragon Slayer as well. Certain characters or certain character types that really stuck out to me. The Crooked Tower is kind of a nod to Dragon Slayer, although you really don't see the tower too much. But I like I don't even really, if you think about it in the book, I don't even really describe the tower. I just call it the Crooked Tower and let your imagination do the rest.
I mean, it should be a bit crooked, one would think.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, I don't exactly describe it. So
Right.
you kind of imagine it yourself, and that was the whole point. I thought about doing that, but I'm like, going saying to myself, just saying
Yeah.
that I think is good enough.
Yeah. Well,
It lets
Dragon Slayer did a really good job of the kind of loss of innocence, right?
Yeah, and number one, the journey, but the also the sort of the mentor and the sort of the bond between the apprentice and the
Right.
and the wizard.
I'm sorry, Amy. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just Rosa was I'm having a hard time trying to run the chat here and draw. So let me see if I can get up here. Okay. I asked if she was doing and her family's doing well, and she says yes, it was a miracle. Oops. Speaking of which, I have to go help her hubby. She has to go help her hubby. I love you all, and I'll be back. Thanks for being my friends. I'm like,
Aw.
oh. So that's great to hear. Yay.
Yeah, no, it is good. He's out of the hospital and doing better. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I'm thrilled to hear it. And Spider-Man's coming along. I think that web pattern is kind of tricky, but I think I'm doing okay. I don't know. How did somebody look at that web pattern and go, that's fine, let's do that over and over again for every frame, but okay.
What?
I guess
What?
once you get it, the pattern on Spider-Man's costume, that webbing pattern,
Oh
if
yeah.
you look at that, like, wow, like that's
artists hate that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine, like, oh my goodness, yeah, this is great. Let's do this. Yeah.
I love this one Alan is doing with Punisher and Wolverine. Although that's a very lopsided fight.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The idea of it is much cooler than reality. Kind of like Superman versus Batman. It's like, what?
Let me think.
Yeah, Wolverine's gonna make this guy into a sushi right now.
Oh, easy. Yeah. There is no chance. Punisher has no chance. All he's got is a gun. They ain't got to do it.
He's gun hammer.
Oh, he did run over Wolverine with a steamroller once.
Yes, and then he
Yeah.
immediately stood back up perfectly in shape.
So he's Roger Rabbit.
Well, the thing
Maybe
with Wolverine, especially, that was during the time that his Magneto had removed his adamantium from his body, and the adamantium actually reduces his healing factor a great deal. So when he was without the adamantium and just kind of his natural bones, he healed like almost instantly.
Oh wow, that kind of makes sense because he's not supposed to have adamantium on his skeleton, so
Yeah.
that's got to keep the body pretty busy with. And if you can heal, then maybe being unbreakable isn't as big a deal as it should be.
True, it's true, but it does make his claws far more deadly, though, right?
And shiny, which is awesome.
Because he can cut through anything. The adamantium claws can cut through anything, right?
That's true. Yeah, that's
Slices. He dices. He makes Julian fries.
Like a Ginsu knife.
But
There you
wait,
go.
that's not all.
That's not all.
Can
Actually,
you put a shoe in that?
one of my favorite characters in City of Heroes was a Ginsu rabbit, and he was basically a Wolverine knockoff.
That's awesome, Ginsu Rabbit.
Ginsu rabbit, yeah.
Found a new name, Rabbit.
Ginsu Rabbit.
He was cool. He was like kind of looked like. Do you guys remember the old character Puck from Alpha Flight?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was short, very, very, very thick. I had him in a really cool black with a purple bunny on the chest and the little bunny ears on top. Absolutely deadly. It was wonderful.
Oh,
That was a cool game, huh? It seems like it has all the best like heroes and stuff. In it.
City of Heroes was awesome. Yeah, they've been trying to replicate it over and over, and they've just not hit it.
Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna. Are there any like private servers for that game that you can?
There are. I play. There's several. The Tequila one's probably the best. You also have several games in development. City of Heroes. You have Ship of Heroes. You have Titan City. There are several groups that have been working for quite a long time to try to replicate it. But I mean, these are grassroots projects. They don't have the money behind them. But of course, Champions was created by the same team, same dev team, as was DC Universe Online, but they just don't hit as well. They're prettier.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not the same thing.
No.
That's something to be said for style. Now, where has anybody here played a Steam Deck?
No.
I wonder how that would. Although I'm sure any of the private servers wouldn't be on Valve, so I don't know if that would apply. But it could be kind of interesting.
I don't associate with console peasants.
Okay, so you have a you play on your PC?
I have a banging gaming PC. I got a Tough Alliance PC. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Only way to go.
That could be. But that's definitely set up like in one place, so it's not particularly portable.
Oh this is a gigantic thing. It ain't going nowhere. Yeah.
Okay, the game goes to it, not the other way around.
That's right. Which is kind of funny because my son is a big PlayStation kid, and my daughter's all about the Switch.
Oh, cool. Everybody's got their own favorites.
Yeah.
Does Mrs. like any particular kind of gaming, or is she?
What was your question?
Your wife, does she like any particular kind of gaming, or
No.
is she?
My wife is completely ignorant. She has no clue.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah.
What about gaming? That's
No.
fine.
She'll play board games with the family and on board game night and stuff like that, and she does well at them, but she doesn't really care about that kind of stuff. She doesn't read manga. She doesn't play video games at all, even though she's Japanese, which is weird, of the right generation. But no, she doesn't do any of that. She's a mom. Her hobby is being a mom.
Oh,
And
that's
yeah,
awesome.
Oh, yeah, but when the kids are out of the house and the only person left in the house is me, it's not so awesome.
Oh, Trouble in Paradise?
No trouble. But she does. I have to constantly, tell her to stop it.
She's yelling about your underwear, right? It happens.
I don't wear underwear.
Oh.
Oh.
So you have buckwheat in a headlock.
Thanks for asking on that one, Alan.
Yeah. No, far too. I hate underwear, dude. It's way too restrictive. Can't breathe. Constantly readjusting and moving shit around. I hate underwear, dude. Don't wear socks either.
Have you tried the Japanese underwear?
I don't like underwear. I don't wear underwear. I had decades and decades and decades.
Not even Japanese.
Can we abstain from the undergarment discussion?
Why?
Well, you can find Japanese underwear in a vending machine, from what I understand.
Yeah, but those are the wrong gender.
What kind of shoes do you wear without socks? Is it just like Crocs or something like that?
I
or-
have a beautiful handmade pair of. I guess it would be. It would fall into the clog territory, so Crocs. But
Okay.
beautiful handmade leather from Tel Aviv, Israel.
Ooh,
Ooh.
nice.
Oh,
Very nice.
So do those seem like pretty breathable if you're going to? I mean, I don't know. I feel like loafers or Crocs types of things. Maybe they would I wear sandals, and I don't usually wear socks with sandals. I might have leggings or something, like if it's cold out, and then you're wearing sandals anyway, just because it goes with the dress. But if I'm wearing my boots or something, I always have some kind of a little sock with them.
No, I mean,
So
if I'm wearing a suit, obviously I'm wearing. I have a pair of Eddie Bauers that I wear. So I wear socks in that regard. But day to day,
oh,
I wear the Nout shoes. They're called Nouts. The interesting thing, because I had to measure all kind of different parts of my foot and send in that information, and because they make it to order, and I can actually run in those things.
whoa.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yes, if it's made really well.
Oh, they're beautiful. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah. And
Now,
the
how
older they get, the better they fit too.
Oh, because it's leather,
It
right?
is, yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, old leather is so much better.
Hmm.
You get it first and it's kind of stiff, right? Now, were they still comfortable, like, even when you first got them, or did you have to break them in for a
Nope,
while,
they
or?
were good from day one. Yeah,
Nice.
I would suggest them. They were really good.
Oh,
Not too expensive either. I mean, with shipping everything involved, it was certainly less than $400.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long have you had them? Are they still holding up?
Oh yeah, they're guaranteed for 20 years.
Nice.
Mm,
So you don't have to go replacing those every other
no,
season. Like,
no,
oh, okay, and the heel fell off.
yeah, no, no.
Yeah.
And if there is a problem, you just send it in, they'll repair it.
Really? Is
Yep.
there like a fee for that? I mean, shipping, I
Well,
guess, but
I got
otherwise.
shipping, yeah, just shipping.
Hmm,
I've
okay.
never had a problem, but yeah,
Nice. Do it
it's
right
good
the
company,
first time, right?
right? Ma, a lot of times Westerners get stuck in this vein of being in the West. Ooh, it's made in Germany or something like that. And it's not saying Germans don't make wonderful things because they do. But there are other parts of the world that make amazing handcrafts. And these are ancient traditions, and they take a lot of pride in it. Now, when you're
Yeah.
using Japanese yen, which is very strong, you tend to
Mhm.
spend less money, prospectively than the people there in the local area might think it is. But
Oh,
you can get some amazing because you understand, let's call it $400, right? For those shoes, but those are equivalent to some like $3,000 pair of Italian leather shoes, right? I mean, it's the
oh,
same
yeah.
same
Sounds like
level of skill and craftsmanship. So I think a lot of Westerners kind of turn their nose up to places like Israel or Lebanon or
no,
some of these Syria's in kind of a hole now, but there's some amazing skillful people in that part of the world.
cool. And can you order these online somewhere?
You can, yep.
Cool. Just have to
NAUT.
look.
It's a very, very good company. I have I have several bags. Though my day to day is an Italian one, but I have a couple of bags from Azerbaijan, and you wouldn't imagine at Azerbaijan, but they are amazing handcrafters.
Oshkosh Bagosh?
No,
Uh,
no, Azerbaijan, you can get really good prices out of there, but yet you're getting actual handcrafted, top quality stuff.
Good
Armenia is a
jobs,
different
right?
conversation. Don't get me on Armenia, but
Oh,
Azerbaijan's
okay.
awesome. Yeah,
Definitely no Armenian
no Armenian.
Egyptologist.
No Armenians.
oh, I love Armani.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, they just got out of a war not too long ago. Those two.
real?
Russia negotiated peace. No.
Hmm. Oh boy, that's exciting.
Well, what do you guys think about that? We got to stop here in a second. Jeff is certainly going to hit the kazoo, but
Oops.
I'm kind of curious what everyone thinks about that because you have a Democratic guy who's trying to run. His name is it's Robert's kid, Robert Jr. Kennedy, and
Kennedy Jr. Yeah.
yeah, I mean his vocal problems I think are going to be a big limitation to him. However, he is a liberal, but he's very much a classical liberal, and he's kind of saying all the
Right.
right things. How's he?
I was
How's he
on
kind
Rogan
of?
today.
Well, how's he being received by the American public?
The last I heard, I mean, I don't follow everything about the Democratic Party, but the last I heard, they were refusing to have any debates. That's
Well,
what I
Biden
heard.
Yeah.
can't barely stand up.
Biden
Yeah.
doesn't want to debate.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of hard to know,
What's
like,
the
oh,
point
if
if
you're
he's
not
gonna
going
steal
to
it anyways?
yeah.
Well, I'm kind of
So,
curious because if Kennedy ran against Trump, or DeSantis, I think is going to end up being a vice president candidate. To be honest with you, but if Kennedy ran against Trump, that could be interesting. Could
yeah,
be
I
interesting.
think he's definitely the best person for the party, but I really don't think the party cares about itself either. The more you see what's going on, I'm kind of, I think it's all just a scam, and they really don't want to.
There it is. Yeah, I knew. You were patient this time, Jeff. I give you credit. I give you credit.
Did
Well, I was
that.
going to try and interrupt you, but I didn't. I pressed too early.
Oh
so,
no, you should
sorry.
always interrupt Amy. Be mean to Amy. That's what you should do.
No, I can't
Yeah.
be mean to Amy.
Yeah.
She likes me.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah,
Thanks, Jen.
that's fair. But anyway, thank you all for coming in. Hopefully, you guys drawn along and drop those into the draw along. You can also go over to Twitter, of course, and put in hashtag DNQFE. But we're doing John Romita Sr. today, and of course, that's a lot of material to work off of. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. But let's go here, Jeff, and let's take a look what everybody worked on, and let's see what we got. So we'll start over here with Amaran, and he kept it classy today, man. He kept it classy. He just did a kind of old school Mary Jane.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very
Oh, that's
nice. Yeah, it's very nice. And they really hate a Mary Jane. They have a deep hatred of Mary Jane, and I don't understand. What
Yeah.
did she ever do to them?
I don't know. I guess some people just like Gwen.
I don't know. I think Gwen's
But-
fine, but I mean,
Yeah,
what,
sure.
you don't have to exclude one for the other, right?
Exactly. They can both be nice characters, so I don't see where that's a problem.
But she's been completely humiliated, destroyed, and mocked. So, but it's nice to see
Yeah.
Armoron. I like it. What do you think, Jeff?
Yeah.
That's good.
Jeff thinks, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's good though, Armoron. It's very classic, and it definitely looks like she just bounced in and she's about to say tiger something.
There you go.
Tiger and
Hey,
jackpot stuff.
Yeah, that tiger and jackpot stuff. Yeah. It was such a great
Yeah.
line, dude. Who wrote that line?
I don't know. Do you think that was Stanley?
Could have been. I don't know who was writing at the time, but it was a great line. So excellent. If you guys like what Amaran has done, please vote from the straw poll. It's very nice, Mary Jane, dude.
That
It
is.
is like a
It
redraw.
feels great.
Redraw.
It's a cool interpretation of the style. I like how you did the inking too. That's really specific for the style and for MJ in general.
Okay. Oh yeah, no, it seems so, Adrian. That's why I was asking. All right, let's go over here and take a look at Amy, who's cheating.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I am.
She's just.
I ran out of time.
She's not respecting the kazoo, Jeff.
I did turn off the. There, see? Ta-da.
No, go back to what you were doing. That's fine.
I think it was because you were distracting her.
I'm sure I have
Oh.
that effect.
So,
But
Spider-Man's this. I don't think I've ever seen you draw before.
yeah, I haven't really drawn Spider-Man. This was kind of fun. Like, okay, here we go. Oh boy, Spider-Man.
now
I
it's
wanted to draw
interesting.
Cowboy
It's
Spider-Man.
interesting.
Oh, I'm getting someone's mic has come on
Uh-oh.
and it's echoing.
Oh no.
Who is
Oh,
Wow,
it
you
looks
sound
like-
funny in an echo.
I know. There it is.
So nasally.
No, thank you. I am nasally. But now I know you're going for a cowboy version, and I get it, but it kind of feels like Henry Fonda on Golden Pond to me.
Oh yeah. Henry Fonda on Golden Pond. Is that?
Hey, you want to suck some face? You mean like that? That golden pond?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
That was so cute.
Okay. Well,
Was
I
forced to
hope
watch that as a child on HBO.
Yeah, it was fun though.
Oh.
Yeah, a little bit. Henry Fonda's badass.
The kids called kissing sucking face. Then Henry and what's her name? Like, you want to suck some face?
Yeah. Very cute. It's about getting old and dying. But anyway, it's very cute. I think it's the hat. It's definitely got that Henry Fonda hat going on. That's actually an Australian hat. What do you guys call that?
A hat.
No, I'm Amaran.
Crocodile Dundee.
Huh?
What do you call that Australian hat? It's the Australian hat. What do you call it?
A Kubra?
A kubra. A Cobra.
Oh.
So he's got a Cobra.
Oh, is it true?
Happy do.
That would not be an Akubra. That's just one of the. That is more American Western, isn't it? It just looks a lot more floppier than normal.
It is kind of floppy.
It
With
is
that-
floppy, yeah.
That chunk taken out of the front of it. It's like a classic. Yeah.
Well, you never know. That could have been a crocodile that took that.
It
chunk
could have
out.
been. So we're gonna call this.
No.
We're gonna call this Spidey Dundee. We're good.
Spidey Dundee. Okay,
yeah.
here goes.
There we go. But anyway, of course, it's super cute, and I love the Western touch. Has Spider-Man ever dressed like this? I bet you he has.
I don't know. It seems
You're behind
probably
closed doors when they're role playing.
Okay.
be- I feel like in the Spider-Verse there should
Get
be
the
a Western
chaps,
Spider-Man.
Tiger. Okay.
There's a cowboy Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse movie.
Oh yeah. Well,
Horse
Hey,
even
pretty
wears a
good.
mask.
Good day
He's
there,
actually pretty good.
damsel in distress. How you doing?
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
Chapa Cupra. There you go, Adrian. Good one. Good one. But of course, it's great. If you guys like what Amy's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. All right, let's come over here and take a look at Eric. Now, Eric went ultra super classic. Matter of fact, he went TV show, which of course is based on Romita's art without question.
I went Romita. Yes, I took one of his
Oh, you
commissions.
couldn't
he'd
get
done
more
with some
spot
old
on,
people.
Romita.
Yeah, spot on.
Oh my
Uh,
gosh, it looks so cool.
Spider-Man, Spider-Man. He can do whatever Spider can. Spider-Man,
Oh,
Oh,
Spider-Man.
here you go. Hold on. There.
Oh,
Look
there
at
you
that.
go. Spider Horse.
Spider
It was pretty
Horse.
close.
Were they trying to
Spider
get the
Horse.
Nick Cage thing with that one?
He's going to be the next one, I think.
Nick Cage was the only thing good in the first movie.
He was good though. I love the Rubik's Cube. I thought that was beautiful. Like, oh, there's colors.
No, it sounds like the movie's absolutely gorgeous, and each place he goes, the art style is different in the movie. It sounds beautiful movie. It's just no. Okay. Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you think, Jeff? What do you think about this classic Romita? I mean, straight on model, dude.
I'm speechless.
Well, that's fair. Well, I like it, and if you guys like it, please vote for Eric. I mean, this is straight up Romita.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. Let's move along here.
Done
We
good with
have
silence.
Alan has got something prepared for us. So let me come to Alan last. So let me see. Do I have everybody up here? Johan, I'm going to do. I do. Okay, good. I don't have Melissa's, though.
What?
I couldn't get my
no.
streaming program to work. I just had
What?
posted the draw along.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, I'll grab it.
It wouldn't even boot.
Really? Oh,
Well, let's look at what Johan did. Now, Johan decided to do something a little different. Explain yourself, sir.
Yeah, I think the Romita created Rhino and Nova, so I thought, what if I mix them up?
what a fun idea.
Rhino and
That's
Nova.
really cool.
Yeah, that's cute.
Rhinova.
Rhinova. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, old Buckethead.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That when my kids watched a Spider-Man, so it's more recent TV show, but it had Nova in there with him, and the dialogue between Spider-Man and Nova was great in that show. They're constantly.
That Spider-Man's in the movie too.
Oh, is it? Yeah, they're constantly.
I
jabbing
thought that
each other.
both of them are, yeah, they are not they are secondary characters. Not
Sure.
not many people use. Uh,
Go ahead.
so I want to try to play.
Yeah. Really fun. It's
Yes,
such a cool
yes.
design. And I like your lighting there with the Nova shirt pattern.
Well, basically,
Sure.
the idea is that Rhino joined the Nova Corps. I get it. It's perfect.
Yeah, basically like that.
Yeah, very, very nice. And he made it look like a comic too, with the name and the icon, and a villain on Earth becomes a
As
hero
as a
for the galaxy.
as a side note, I when I was a kid owned the issues of Nova #1 and #2.
No.
Oh wow!
Fun.
When did those
Too
come
bad I
out?
didn't keep them. It's like 76 or something.
Oh wow, yeah. Nova was a cool character.
Ooh, is that
Yeah,
a series you got to hold on to?
No.
Ah,
yeah. It's the
still.
thing. I was always kind of a, I don't know, hoarder would be the word, but like a hoarder when I was young, and I met my wife, and I moved around a lot, and I'm the anti-hoarder now. But luckily, my
Uh,
comic books are all survived. Of course, my brother has them all. I don't know what he
Oh,
does with them.
thankfully.
Yeah, no, they
there we
did
go.
survive. The thing is, I could probably afford to do it now, but back when I first came over here, I didn't have the money to bring all that over here. It was too expensive. So I just left it
Wow.
in Rhode
Oh,
Island.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
But anyway, vote for Johan. Very nice. And let's see here. I'll go grab Melissa's in a minute. Let me go ahead and look at Alan here. Okay, here we go. Go ahead, Alan. Ooh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
fancy.
Oh, Punisher's in big trouble, dude.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
He's definitely dead. Yeah, he's definitely dead. What music was that?
That was a piece of Judas Priest.
Was it Judas? Because when it first opened, I was like, "Is that Eddie?" Because it kind of had that, that Panama
Oh
feel
yeah.
to it. Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, dude. But yeah, this is actually a very iconic looking comic cover that or at least
Yeah.
a page I remember. But I always thought it was kind of dumb because what's Punisher going to do? He's just going to die.
Dude,
There's
that's not
comics with
the.
them. It's always like a buddy cop thing going.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Well, the Punisher, he did stuff with Spider-Man a lot too. And of course, he was first introduced as a bad guy in the Spider-Man comic book. I actually did a whole run-up on the Punisher years ago, introducing the character and his origin and stuff. But when I was a kid, I was big Spider-Man and X-Men guy. It was Daredevil. But my one of my friends, he was like obsessed with the Punisher, and it's like the only comic he bought.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that how you got to know the Punisher series, or was it something you kind of knew in peripheral, but he really liked?
Well, I knew who the Punisher was, but I hadn't bought many myself. So yeah, I probably through him read Punisher. Yeah, that's true.
I was a
He,
big
he,
Spidey and X-Men guy myself.
yeah, no,
I
we
heard
all had our
the
preferences.
Punisher character is not on Marvel anymore. What happened with the Punisher
Well,
character?
he's male and he has guns. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Yeah. So he's been canceled. He has been
Oh,
canceled. Yeah.
Oh, they totally destroyed him.
yeah, I like Punisher. He's cool.
Yeah. Don't look at Marvel now. Just don't look at it. Just don't look. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it's tricky.
unfortunate. It is,
But you
but I
can
mean,
still know what it was.
we have the old stuff. That's right. We definitely do.
Yep, we can't take that from you. We'll try.
But the funny thing I'm thinking about John, he loved the Punisher. He had a mean pitch. I mean, he was like touching on 100-mile-an-hour pitch, dude, really, really fast. And all of us figured that he was going to go on and become a professional pitcher, right? We really thought he would, but he didn't. He went to college and he became a weatherman.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Okay. Well, on him,
a weird
I
choice. I
guess.
mean, because
Yeah.
he was up. When you get up around 100 miles an hour, and he was accurate too. You're getting that's pro level, dude, without question. And yeah, but nope.
Nope. The guy.
His
Oh.
brother tried, but didn't get out of the minors though.
oh,
He played for the Pawtucket Red Sox.
Huh.
Anyway, if you like what
Okay.
Alan has done, please vote for him in the straw poll. Let me go find Honeys here real quick. Okay, we go to draw long. Oh, hey, we got. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think about that. Okay. Now,
The Western.
well, did Romita create Bullseye?
This what I chose was a book called The Western Kid, and apparently the Western Kid's here, and the horse's name is Whirlwind.
Yeah, no, he did a bunch of Western stuff. That's true. Whirlwind. That's a good name for a horse.
It is.
Did create Bullseye.
Yeah, no, that's neat, dude. That's super neat. All right, let me come over here and put this in. And of course, this is Melissa's. We got Whirlwind. We got the cowboy looking off, forlorn into the distance. It's very nice. We got a twitchy tail. We got twitchy ears. Wind blowing the hair.
Jane.
That's a good movie, dude.
Thank you, horse.
You know the funny thing about that, Eric? That is her my wife's father's favorite movie. Is Shane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That generation of Japanese are really into the westerns. John Wayne is very popular.
Oh,
You wouldn't expect it.
there's
Shane was a good movie though. But anyway, I like it. Jeff, would you like to critique Honey? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Nice talk.
Very succinct.
Yeah, very succinct. That was great. But I like it.
It's good.
It's good, yeah.
Thank you.
But if you guys like it, please vote for it in the straw poll. It's Honey, of course. So very, very nice. I'm going to go over and take a look at the draw along stuff here. But of course, you guys go into the chat and go to the straw poll and make a vote. And let's go see what else we got. We do have some things over here for sure. Let's see here. So Gabby said that she wasn't feeling very well. Hopefully she does feel better. But she did do a draw along for us. And it's super cute. Look at that.
of course. Oh no, look how cute.
That is great.
That's great, Gabby. Oh,
Yeah.
I love the design on the little halter top with the key neckline and the way the webbing line where it fits in there. That's so cute.
So they call that a key. I didn't know that.
Yeah, keyhole neckline.
Well, it looks really good. It's super cute. Now I'm assuming this is Mary Jane here.
I mean,
Probably.
probably. It kind of looks a little like Gabby.
Yeah.
Looks like Gabby. Okay, it's great though. Good job, Gabby. Let's see here.
Oh, I'm
else.
sure it's Jane, but Mary Jane is like a character, just bright red hair.
Right. No, that's true. But now I'm curious now because we got from Adrian. He did a black cat. Is this a character created by Romita as well? I wonder. I'm learning today because I knew he did all the art and stuff, but I didn't know about what characters he was involved in the actual inception of. Bullseye, I certainly didn't know. Luke Cage, I didn't know. I wonder but he's in that era though when Marvel was banging and starting to come up. He might well have done Black Widow, Black Cat as well. Yeah.
I think he did Tigra. Is she a Tigra? I don't know. And there was a comic called The Cat, and they somehow linked that to it. I don't really know all of the books that well, but certainly she's a Spider-Man villain, so I imagine he probably at least drew her if he didn't make her. Also, that's a tricky chair to draw. Good job.
Yeah. No, that's true. Let's see here. Jackie Chan is Chun-Li. That's it's not appropriate, Elrod. Stop it. Okay. So we do got a couple other things here. Alpha Proto says, "Dang, the Punisher gets killed, then his creator dies." Fair enough.
Oh.
Fair enough. So yeah, because he showed up a villain early Spider-Man, so it's certainly Romita. Now, of course, we know Chuck Dixon is the one that made Punisher what he is. Wasn't it Chuck? Wasn't it Chuck Dixon that had that great run on Punisher? Was it him, or am I thinking of someone else?
Thanos?
No, the Punisher run, the one that really made him popular. Can't remember.
Sure.
Anyway.
Baron? Mike Baron?
No, Mike Barron, he was cool too, but I'm for some reason I thought Chuck Dixon did that, but whatever. I know Mike Barron did, and the people love that as well. Moving on here, we also have one from JD. JD decided to do a draw along. Very nice. We have Ninjak is attacking Wolverine from the behind. Dirty ninjas. Yeah.
Ninja cheating. But I guess if you're gonna try and fight Wolverine,
You better
probably-
cheat.
You
You
better,
better cheat. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I wonder why he went for with a Valiant character versus a Marvel character, though. It's interesting.
I think that's one of his.
Yeah, you think? Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Well, it looks good though. Thank you, JD. Let's see what else we got here. We have Jason Gonzalez, of course. Thunder Rat has decided to do a Punisher. A lot of Punisher love today. That's pretty cool,
Very
dude. Look
cool.
at that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that interpretation of his logo on his shirt.
Yeah, it is cool. Well, they got rid of that because skulls are bad and cops like it. Cops are bad. So okay, yeah, you got it.
But
Oh.
it's a design element,
Well, I mean, it's he's vengeance is really basically is. I'm Batman.
Yeah.
Chester, that's awfully scratchy. You're not saying anything about that.
Well, this is a draw long, so I held you to a
R.I.P.
higher
Punisher.
level. Yeah. R.I.P. Punisher for sure. He's gone. Yeah, but you never know. Things come around. I'm sure Marvel will have a revival in a decade or two. So
Good day.
yeah.
Or make him Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right. Yeah,
I
that's true.
We're gonna say, all right, we're not
Yeah.
writing this anymore. It's an orphaned work. Anybody who wants it can use it.
Oh, look, there's a button that says
Yeah.
I can get verified. I don't think I need that. No, thank you, sir. Yeah. Let's see here.
I'm verified.
This person is offering $10,000 to the first person who finds a picture of Michelle Obama pregnant. Fair enough. That's going in. That's a conspiracy theory for you. What is here? Okay, well, don't don't mess with the red shirt boy. He wow, dude. That little boy can scrap. I don't know what you're
What
defending for.
happened?
She did put her hand on him, but it is different generation, man. My generation would
yeah.
take the slap and be done with it. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
bears in water.
That's so cute.
Oh,
So cute.
that's like me in the shower.
Does the shower count?
So you lie on your back and pull your legs back.
I also pee on my dog.
You want
And
to
your
get
wife
to
hoses
every
you down.
yeah, you want to get to every spot. You got to get to every spot. That's super wicked
Every
cute
crack.
though. Look at that. That's a keeper. We got.
When your wife beats you.
How do I like something?
Then-
Do I just hit the heart thing? Is that what I do? Just hit the heart? I hit the heart.
That's it.
Yeah.
The upload icon and then bookmark.
I don't know
Oh.
what any of that is. These are buttons here. I ain't touching it.
The one with the up arrow. The one with the up arrow.
What do I want to do?
You click
Share
on
it?
that,
That's cute.
Okay.
and you can bookmark, and you can keep it for later. See, bookmark.
Aw, I learned something. Very nice. Oh, it's a seal.
Oh.
Uh,
Yeah, no, this is cuter. You gotta do better, seal. Just squinting your eyes. Oh, okay, the tongue. Right, fine. Fine.
Okay, that was pretty.
Fine.
That was pretty cute.
What? Frozen is already getting a race swap? Sweet. All right. Perfect.
No,
'Cause
Tangled.
or Tangled.
Tangled.
Yeah, I was going to say because we know how much black people love the cold. Anyway, yeah, this is going to bomb horrible. Who are you? Demi Lovato? You're still alive? Wow. It's really surprised. Ooh. Bees. Nice.
Oh no.
Get him, Tim. Get him. Okay. What's this? Hold on a second. Oh, is this a classic? The ultimate
Dungeons and
awesome
Dragons.
classic? It's Dungeons and Dragons.
There you
I
go.
would like to know what happened to them in the
Yeah,
movie.
right. Well, we see what happened to them. We do. In Dungeons and Dragon movie, they die.
No, they don't.
In my imagination, they do.
I think Somebody
Jeremy
made
Clarkson.
like
Because it is
a.
canon, they get home.
There you go.
Have
That would be fun.
you seen someone actually did like a edited together and like a final episode of them going home,
Oh, that's cool.
and they use all the like footage from the series and then cobbled it together to make it look like an all new episode
That's cool, dude. Yeah, that is cool.
based off
it
a
was-
script or something.
that was a great fun show, man. Have you guys, Jeremy Clarkson and Top Gear guys? You guys ever watch Top Gear? I mean, the real one,
Oh,
not
back
the
in the
stupid
day.
American one.
Yeah, the actual one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was on like Netflix for a while.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
we watched it.
yeah. My
I think it's been
family
around-
loved Top Gear, man.
Yes, sir. You're not following Dillard?
Oh, I never go here. So let me see. I'll follow the Dillard, Critical Drinker. Sure, why not? Tim Pool. I don't. I think I've heard of him. Sure, let's follow you too. So I probably just committed a hate crime. All right, good. Very nice. Okay.
Look who it is, Mr. Panties.
Who?
Ron Mars.
I don't know who he is. Who is he? Nothing.
He's a writer who's kind of a puss.
Oh, I see. Well, there's a lot of those. Uh-oh. Someone got beat. Let's see. Ooh. There's some good ones today, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One's not as cute. I think the bear's the cutest.
that was pretty good. Oh,
Watch. Okay, she's going to open the door, let the cat in. No, it's not right time. It's not the right time. It's not the right time.
okay.
Cats. That's why you never own one. Is this safe?
Hey,
Ours
cats.
is kind of
I don't think I should
us.
watch that. That one looks dangerous. Okay.
It's safe, but she's just evil.
Oh, well, there's a lot of that going on. Irish Green Party. That doesn't even make sense. Okay.
For the common good.
I'm hoping you're
For
running to the
common
video of
good.
the guy getting his leg eaten off by a lion.
Oh, let's do
I was
that.
running- I
Yeah.
was doing the-
No, this is the best one though, because look, you see it, I see it. They say, okay, oh, what is that? Here, it's okay, yeah, it's snack time. That's awesome, dude. This is what SNS is for. This is what it's for. That's awesome, dude.
Mhm.
That is super cool. Female, male, we are different. That is true. Yes.
Hips don't lie. Shakira.
What's this?
Exertion's more than mascot for some, I guess, sports team
Uh-huh.
is paid more than an athlete for a sports team.
The Denver Nuggets mascot makes 3 times more than the highest paid Women's National Basketball Association player.
Well, it's about
I
right.
don't
isn't it?
really
mascot.
know. Yeah, we're the
And that's a
Nuggets.
woman. It's probably a woman under the mascot mask. too.
Probably is, right? Is that a basketball team?
That would be quite a-
Yeah, maybe a cheerleader or something.
there-
that would be
Are there
fun.
Denver?
The Denver
Denver-
Nuggets, yeah.
They're basketball.
They just
license.
won the
I
championship.
do not believe that one bit. That mascot
kinda want
gets
to do that.
$625K a year.
Well, that's not much compared. I mean, they make so much money. But keep in mind, the WNBA is completely and wholly paid for by the NBA, right?
Hmm.
So but this complaint is going back and forth, and it's like, if you want more money, earn more money. I mean, I don't get that argument. Anyway, yeah, don't mess with the elephant, sir.
It's a big
No.
Q-tip.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. It doesn't look safe though. Okay, cat's helping. Cat's helping.
Aw.
Cat's helping. I know I should be doing something else, but I'm enjoying animal videos.
Mhm.
My wife loves the animal and the baby videos. That's her thing.
This
Oh,
rabbit hole is getting deeper and deeper.
It is, right? They're cute though. I get it. Ooh, let me go to latest. That was awesome. Look, we do have some stuff over here. This is
Nice.
from El Guapo. Thank you, El Guapo. R.I.P. John Romita.
With some
Look at
creepers
that,
outside
dude.
of the
Yeah, look at that though.
That's
That's
gorgeous.
great,
Wow.
dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Power Man, Punisher, and Spidey.
Yeah. That's amazing.
That is cool, dude. And he's got the
That's
he's
great.
got that Spider-Man cover where he's just killed somebody by accident and he's walking off in the background there.
Yeah.
That's great.
This is a great cover.
And it actually looks like Romita too. Look at that. Good job, Guapo.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Bravo. He is.
That's excellent, dude. That is
That
excellent.
is. Oh, there we
Cheaters.
go. Very cool. Yes, of course. Always.
Is this? Oh, it's just another one. Same thing. Looks good though. Of course, we got Blue Moon. All right, so let's take a look, see what Blue Moon's got here. So, let's go here first. So we have Cowboy.
Okay. Cool.
So that's Snidely Whiplash, I think, circa 1875. Very nice.
Cool colors.
Yeah, very nice. He looks like he's had a long day. This is the
I guess,
Punisher
like,
Who's that?
kissing Mary Jane, is it? I don't know. What's
Steven
happening?
Seagal.
maybe it's just a parody of one of the romance covers.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe. That's probably what it is. The romance stuff.
The hair
Floppy
looks like Ariel.
The hands are hilarious.
They are. Maybe it's supposed to be Errol Flynn. Maybe it's Errol Flynn. Yeah. I don't know. It's cool though. Yeah, he did
No.
do a lot of romance stuff. Look at that, dude.
Oh, that's so funny.
That is great.
Looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Gilligan dressed up as Bullseye.
It does, dude. It's really awesome. John Denver, not Kitten. That's his name. We saw Bullseye in some bad movie. I think it was Ben Affleck was in it. And if they had put him in a more traditional costume instead of literally carving a tattoo in his head, that actually was a great character. Of course, we know why it's great because I think he's an Irishman, isn't he? He played the Penguin, Colin Farrell. Is that his name?
Yes.
I think
correct.
I've heard that name. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no.
thought it was Will Ferrell. Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I
Will
think
Ferrell
it's-
is Bullseye.
I think it's Colin Farrell.
Totally
But
different person.
he played and he was great. It was just they literally had a carved tattoo in his head. It's like, dude, stop that, because
Yeah.
he did a great job. He was really good. But then he's an amazing actor. This looks great. Thank you very much. But of course, we also have a video to go with it. So let me see what we got. Oh, we got the bullseye. Okay.
Oh yeah,
Caught in the bullseye.
because there's the bullseye, and there he is.
Yeah. I love the foot. I love the foot. It is awesome.
That's just fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Let
is.
me just-
It's so good. Oh my gosh.
I know, right? You just draw it till it feels right. Like, nope, that's what it needs to be.
Yeah, no, and I also appreciate that Doug does love the heavy metal, as you should. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
All right, let me see here. Who won the Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition John Romita competition? So I have choices here. I have Amy, Spider-Man Lester. Oh, you get to be Spider-Man. I think everyone gets to be Spider-Man. Okay. Melissa, Spider-Man Lester. So you're both Spider-Man.
So we're Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Right. What multiverse are you from, honey?
Probably the Toon one.
Oh, the Toon one, sure. So you're Spider-Ham.
Yeah.
Perfect choice.
Yeah.
Perfect choice. Amy, which Spider-Man are you?
Can I make up my own Spider-Man universe?
Sure.
Okay. I'll be from one that has lots of pretty pastel colors, and there's probably like little fairies. So
My
I'll
Little
be
Pony
like,
Spider-Man. Gotcha.
yes, I'll be My Little Pony Spider-Man.
I'm sure that
Disgusting.
existed in this last movie. Yeah, because they're making it all up.
Probably.
But of course, what he's doing here is Spider-Man, Spider-Man, whatever a spider can. Any size, just like flies. Look out. Here comes
It's nice to
Chester's
know-
toilet. Yeah, I get it. I got you, Jeff. I got you, Jeff.
Is it also Spider-Man?
Yeah, no, he's thinking from the old cartoon from the 60s. Of course, I could choose Melissa as well. I have Eric, do whatever a spider can, Hawkins, very good. Alan spins a web any size, Alonzo, very nice. Johan
right.
catches thieves just like flies, Alexander.
I did not know that about you.
He does. And then, look out,
Oh, what?
here comes Chester's toilet, Amron. Very good. I'm sorry, Amron, that you
Wow.
got the toilet. I apologize.
Wow.
Yeah, what's going on there?
Yeah, what's-
It's kind of insulting.
Yeah,
Anti-armor on today.
then it is a little bit
Well,
Australian
I
hate.
forgot to put you in alphabetical order. And I was going to do that with Eric, but
Fair enough.
So,
All right,
well,
so
does
who am I
that
going to choose?
mean? Okay.
Let's see here. Eric's is super classic. Alan's is, awesome. Johan's is inventive, right?
Yep, that's fine.
Amaran's is spot on. And
Mhm.
Amy's is cute cowboys. And Melissa is, cute horse butts.
Yeah, I tried to reframe the layout so it didn't quite focus that way, but by the time I realized the problem, I was already like 9-10 frames in, and it was like I couldn't line them up right in time.
No, it's all right.
You
Looks good.
did your best.
Looks good.
Keep on
Colin
pushing.
Thank you.
Farrell. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Yeah, no, he's amazing. But who am I going to pick? Maybe I'm going to pick something you guys wouldn't expect today, but I'm going with Amy.
Aww.
Aw.
Cute.
Yeah, I'm going
That's
with it.
sweet.
You.
Cowboy Spider-Man.
Cowboy Spider-Man. There you go.
Cowboy Spider-Man. But all right, so I'll give it a couple minutes here. But no, it's like I said, I didn't even know that Romita was still around. I know his son is, of course, but he's been quiet for enjoying his retirement, right? And what a good
Absolutely.
30 years of retirement. That's pretty nice, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I'll make it to retirement. So but
Oh, you enjoy what you're doing that much.
well, yes and no. It would be nice to actually do. What would it be like to sit down for a week?
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, literally do
Everyone
nothing.
How
everyone
long
I
would
know
it
who's retired and is a hard worker goes right back to work.
I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine literally
Hey,
a week of doing nothing. I can't. What is that like?
you can write a book about Egypt, Chester.
Oh, you
Yeah.
bastard. All right. You be like that, Johan. You be like that.
Oh, has
Yeah.
anyone watched
I like
Food
it.
Bar yet on Netflix? The new Arnold Schwarzenegger show?
Is it any good?
No.
It's his acting's horrible, but he's constantly talking about his ship, not a boat. Everybody calls it a boat because he's going to retire and get a yacht.
Mhm.
Oh.
It makes me think of Chester every time I watch an episode.
There's an
Oh,
entire
Chester,
there's an
you're not
entire
that old.
I'm not that old, no, but there is an entire culture of people who love boats, Eric.
I know.
Boats
Called
and hose.
Chestonites.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they're all over the place. What one of the things that is on my list, although because I do want to, of course, I want to do some sailing in the Med. I want to do the canals of Europe and Britain, but I also would love to do the Great Loop.
The
So,
Great Loop?
America.
Where's that?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
nice.
go from Florida, you go all the way up the coast, you go through the Hudson, you go through the Great Lakes, you come down the Mississippi into the Tennessee River, and you come back out, end up back in Florida. The Great Loop.
Oh,
Right.
you need to do that and tell me when you're coming down the Mississippi because I live right along the Mississippi.
Well,
And
there
tell
you
us when
go.
you're back there.
Well, I mean, it takes about a year or so. It depends on how you do it, but I'd love to do it though. But the thing about the air that irks me though, Eric, about the Great Loop is you get to stop in a lot of little teeny towns, see a lot of beautiful things, and some big towns. Of course, you get to stop in New York City, right? But of course, the Great Loop goes right by St. Louis, right by it. But for some
does.
reason, the jackasses in St. Louis don't have any berthing anywhere along the front of the city on the Mississippi, or it's probably called the Ohio at that
Oh.
point. None.
No, it's a Mississippi. No, there's nothing there. You'd have to stop about 25 miles north in Alton. No, further than that.
Yeah.
It's
That's
Grafton. Grafton, there's a big area up there.
Can you explain why?
There's Stupin. There's a bunch of barges that take up the riverfront.
Wow. I mean, because you literally can't stop anywhere. It's a major American city, but yet it has no marina or docking at all. Nothing.
I mean, I feel like that's a little too much to throw away, right? Like
It's
a port
it's-
at a city?
I
How could you
agree,
not?
100%. Yeah, because one of the places I definitely want to stop is St. Louis, because
You'd
barbecue.
have to stop an hour north of there in Grafton.
I have to rent a car or something. Do they
Well,
have car rentals?
I live I live 20 minutes from Grafton.
Oh, well, there
Why
you
would
go.
you have to rent a car? You just call me. Yes.
All right, then I'll do that, and we'll get barbecue.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or I'll just barbecue for you.
Oh, well, as long as it's
I bet
good. Yeah. But I really want to do the Great Loop, and doing the Great Loop might actually be the better choice because it would acclimate my wife to being on the boat better because it's a very
Yeah.
soft adventure. It's not, there's
Oh,
no
yeah,
blue
yeah.
water. It's very soft.
No pirates.
Well, and no pirates other than police. But beyond that, but no, that's a very amateur, grandpa, journey, right?
Sounds like fun.
It does. You guys live in America, and you should go do the Great Loop, dude. Go get yourself like a little 30, 40-foot trawler and get at it. It's not
A
expensive.
trawler.
Well, the whole thing is about a year. The whole thing's going to cost you about 15 grand, right? $15,000. And then, of course, whatever food and shopping you want to do. But that's not a
Does
lot.
that include the boat?
No, of course not.
Okay.
Yeah, but you could pick up fast trawlers anywhere. You don't need a serious blue water boat for it. Just get yourself a little fast trawler. You can live on that, stay in hotels every now and then if you want. It's an easy
see
journey. You see America. There's a gigantic community around it. Each place you want to stop, there's going to be people who are part of the Golden Loop communities. They'll come out and help you, give you advice. I mean, it's really, really, really solid, thing to do.
Oh,
It's awesome.
That's a year's pay. It's not a year's pay. That's like a quarter of a year's pay, or like a tenth of a year's pay.
Depends on how much you make.
But I'm just saying, it's not. It is a cheap retirement thing to do, right? And you can. It's really quite an adventure. You get to see America. You have a hotel room right there. You're in the boat. So if you're tight for money, you can do it cheap on the cheap. You can, right? And like I said, there's such a big community that will help and assist you in America. It's really good.
I feel like the weather would always be kind of nice if you're on a boat. Like usually there's almost always like a cool breeze when you're by like a lake or something.
Oh yeah, well,
Kind of-
but you also get to see America from a different angle, right? Because you're on the water, right? It's just not as good as say the Europeans. You can find some assistance in communities in Europe for sure, but it's not like the Americans. It's a very, very tight community, and it's large, and it's very helpful and kind and friendly. So anyway,
We're
I
in the
should.
hospitality.
Yeah, a lot of that. Yeah. But the Great Loop, it's a fun thing to do. But anyway, let me
Nice.
do my job. So
Okay.
I would like to say thank you to Johan and Alan,
Hell,
Melissa and Amy as well, and of course Amra. You guys all did a really good job. Quite beautiful, very very nice. But today's winner, and I get it because it's spot on model, is Eric. Eric is our
Oh,
winner.
cool. Really?
Yeah. Claps for
Nice.
everybody. Claps for everybody.
yay.
Once again, my vote did nothing. So,
I
but,
appreciate it.
yeah, but no, fair enough. I mean, Eric's is a perfect
Yeah.
tribute to Romita for
Yeah.
sure. So very, very nice. All right. Well, thank you all very much for coming in. What are we doing next week, Eric?
I have no idea. I wasn't supposed to be on this week, but I saw we were going to do Spider-Man and Romita, so I hopped on.
Oh,
That's cool.
we're glad
Yeah.
you did it.
Well, we were
Yeah.
going to have Rabbit was here, but then Eric went and made him mad.
Oh.
Excuse me? Who did?
Jeff?
Jeff wasn't even in here yet.
Somebody. Someone did it.
Yeah, it must have been the other old guy.
The other old guy. Yeah.
Hey,
I hope you're okay, Rabbit.
No. I was trying to be humorous, and I touched a nerve, I think.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, no, it was.
Chester.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, no, I think he probably may have known somebody, or someone knew someone that died in that attack. It's probably I didn't know
Oh.
what was going on. So
Yeah. I was right. Grafton is stop number 102.
it went stop 102. Yeah, because people want to go to St. Louis, right? Of course. Why would you not go to St. Louis? I mean, the only place on that trip I probably wouldn't want to stop is Chicago. But
Yeah, no, going.
no. But the good thing about it is you get to sail right through the heart of Chicago, though.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Yeah,
So
I
you can
think
wave to it. Go
yeah,
by.
wave to it.
We're breaking
Bye, Violent City. But so I probably wouldn't want to stop in Chicago at all. But definitely want to go St. Louis, man. I mean, come on. I just don't get it. It's such a strange thing for the city to do. Anyway, come back next week. We'll be doing something cool. This, of course, is spur of the moment because Romita passed away, of course. But it was fun to
Yeah.
do. So everybody, come back next week. We'll do something fun. But let me go through here and let everybody get their final words, and then we'll let Jeff take us out of here. So Amaran, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
How you
cool.
doing?
Did you get lunch?
That's good. That's good. Yeah. So how was your lunch today, Amaran?
Yeah, not bad. Had like
Wait.
a
Nice.
lamb roast.
A lamb roast. Oh, that's nice.
Ooh,
Nice.
yum. Oh, that's
Well,
better than average.
I haven't
Nice.
I have to pop in here to say something.
Yeah.
On my regularly scheduled time, so
Mhm.
I'm saying something. Continue.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Jack.
Lamb roast sounds good. I haven't even eaten today yet, Amaran.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh well. That's normal for me though. That lamb roast sounds good. Are you a lamb aficionado?
No.
Do you use mint sauce?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nothing like that.
Yeah. You should
Just
try it.
straight lamb.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Straight
Roasted,
lamb.
Amaranth,
halogen
Amaranth's a
oven.
man after my own heart.
None of those queer lambs, huh? All right. Fine. But anyway, of course, great piece of art today, Amaran. Thanks, man. Let's
Tell
see.
them nothing.
No.
That's true.
Good. You got to open up. I'm going
Uh,
to talk about lunch.
Amy.
Not doing anything.
Hi, everyone. Hope you're had a good dinner or lunch or breakfast or wherever you are, or getting to bed pretty soon. Hopefully that rabbit is, poor thing. Although he might, it's really late where he is. Well, anyway, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, thanks for coming here and sharing some of your day and your time with us and cheering us on and supporting the art and being able to spend some time to remember great artists who's gone on home and the effect that his work had and the inspiration that it left us. So it's been a cool occasion. I really like getting to share that with you guys. So thanks always for being here. You guys are just awesome. Everybody drew along and voted or just came in and said hi and cheer everybody up. So thanks for being here, guys. We really appreciate you, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, Amy. You're so nice. Eric should take pointers.
Oh, Eric's nice.
Maybe.
Yeah, but no, that is awesome. And we talk about a lot of artists here, whether living or dead. But Ramita, his influence is bigger than most. I mean, he
Yeah.
is rather important fella, and I haven't really seen what the internet is doing with it, but hopefully he's getting the respect he deserves. Although I kind of doubt it. But thank you very much, Amy. Honey, hi.
Hi. Okay, so you were asking earlier that line, who wrote let's face it, Tiger, you just the jackpot. That was that came from volume 1, issue 42 of The Amazing Spider-Man. That was written by Stan Lee.
Oh,
There you go. Great line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so I guess with our studio and
that's right. You've got the dialogue.
dialogue system's done.
Yes.
I'm just doing some little minor performance and performance tweaks to the inventory system.
Right.
But that's not really going to keep us from moving on to more advanced development, storytelling, all that good stuff. So
yes. So that's super exciting. Finally got all the kinks worked out of that. Because oh my gosh, managing all those animators was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, from my perspective, and I'm not the one doing the hard part of this. I'm just looking at it going oh. You can do it, sis. I'll bring cake.
Oh, there you go.
The cake helped a lot. So yeah, so maybe no screenshots or anything yet, but we're definitely making progress, and we'll be getting those. That the day, a beautiful day will come, and we'll have production stills and a trailer,
and we'll need beta testers,
and we're going to need beta testers, and we'll just get to be able to look at you guys on chat and say, guess what? It's going to be a beautiful day. And I'm so glad you guys cared to want to see that day with us. Thank you so much. We'll be at unseekingdom.com. Message us whenever you want. You see on Discord, just say hi. Thanks a lot. It was great drawing and being together that evening. Thank you so much, all, and God bless.
Oh, thank you very much. One of the last stops on the Great Loop is Tarpon Springs.
Ooh.
Yeah. So if I do the loop, I could certainly say hello to the Lester sisters. That would be nice.
Yay!
Oh, that would be nice.
Have
Yeah,
to.
you
We'll
meet-
go out. It'll be lots of fun.
Yeah, no,
you got 8 more stops after that.
Yeah, well,
Which
it's
one?
It's toward the end, though. Yeah, because
One of them is the lesser of the two.
well, that stop is kind of the scary one for a lot of. I've been on the water my whole life, but for a lot of people, it's scary because that one they go from somewhere up the panhandle of Florida, and they actually do a blue water run to Tarpon Springs. So a lot of people, that's like the most nerve-wracking period because the most of this trip you're not on blue water. These aren't actual sailor people that do it usually. But because I really want to go to Tarpon Springs anywhere. That is where the Fountain of Youth is, guys.
Oh, we gotta go check that out. Like get like some little.
Like grab a bottle.
Yeah, grab a bottle. Yeah.
Bring water from there. That's got to be good stuff. Make some tea.
And Greek food. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very nice. Eric, sir.
Oh, let's see. So my book, getting that finished to get over to the editor to get in, so I can get it to everybody by August or by the end of August. Vestry came in last week right after my son arrived, so all those books are sitting on my dining room table. I'll be shipping those out next week.
Nice.
I was going to try to this week, but I had my AC go out. One of my AC units went out this
Oh,
week.
no.
So, yeah,
Oh.
we got 2, one on the lower floor, one on the top floor. Of course, all the bedrooms are on the top floor, and that's the one went out. So I was hoping as a capacitor. I finally got the capacitor. It was not the capacitor, so it looks like it's going to be the motor. If it's not the motor, I'm going to have to probably drop around $10,000 on a whole new system.
Yeah. Yuck.
Can you swap them, like the downstairs one and put it upstairs? Or is it not like a window?
Oh no, it's a full condenser unit outside, air handler on the inside. Yeah.
Okay.
So Eric,
Yeah.
save the money,
That is-
get a boat, do the Great Loop.
But
I think air conditioners cost more than they do.
Well-
yeah, they can get kind of expensive.
Well, the thing is, you get a used boat, and after you're done, you sell it and basically get all your money back. I mean,
That's like a
hold,
guitar.
well, boats hold their price, dude. I mean, you can definitely do that. Say Tarpon Springs isn't too far. Jiminy's stomping grounds. Yeah, no, I know. If I did the Great Loop, I'm sure there's many stops where I could run into most of you guys, except for Armor.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he'd have to come up and visit us, and then we could all hang out.
There we go.
So back to your
You'd ask me to leave.
Yeah. Well, you guys could meet my wife too. So that's cool.
that would be wonderful. Sounds like a really amazing lady.
Huh. Oh, it's
Well,
on the
she
other
puts up
side of
with
the-
me, so I give her credit for that.
She's a good sport.
But anyway, yeah, no, the funny thing is, Eric, my car is at the shop right now because my condenser blew.
Oh no.
Yeah.
There's too much of that going around.
The funny thing is, my son's an HVAC tech, heating and cooling tech up in Michigan.
Oh yeah.
He went back home on Monday evenings when it went out.
Oh wow, what unfortunate timing. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny that my son's in his new job is in air conditioning tech.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a cool job.
I guess. I mean, basically, his job is to go.
It's cool.
Right, but they also do like laboratory equipment setup and stuff like that. So what his job is, he goes in to a place where a laboratory wants to be built. He draws all the paperwork and all the schematics for setting up the lab, and then a team comes in and builds it. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's an interesting job. But yeah, no air conditioning, bad timing. Alan,
Yo, and check out Raid of the White Leopard on Fun My Comic. It's a book by Edwin Acevedo. The cover's by Donald DeLay, and it's colored by me. But the book looks solid. Avery Brotherworth is doing the art on the interior, and it looks pretty rad.
Nice.
Also, you can check out my first issue of Atrocity still on Amazon. It's $4. I'm working on number 2. I plan to get it all printed out momentarily. Here's a preview page.
Oh, look at that.
It's an ad page for the book.
Help, we live in a fishbowl.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, I'm waiting for it to catch
Moonshine
up on YouTube.
Shrimpies. Very nostalgic.
Where?
That's funny.
It
Yeah,
all
that's
ties
cool.
in.
Yeah. I remember those ads in the
Oh.
back of the book.
Yeah.
Sea monkeys.
Those seem like
I like the little combo with the Java Palace. That's
Yeah.
fun.
That's cool. All right. Well, thank you very much. And of course, we know that Alan's got stuff going on, and other people. You should you should tell him to come in and let's take a look at the book, man. It'd be cool.
Oh yeah. Actually, I should. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got nothing scheduled next week. Go ahead and tell them.
Yeah. Come in and let's take a
I'll
look at
tell
it, man. Yeah. Let's see here. So Johan.
Yeah. Thank you, Chester and Jeff, for running the show. It's very fun today, and I'd like to say that my comic with Bonsat has been it's been done and it's been sold digitally at bonsat.gumroad.com. Yeah, it's 32 pages with 25 comic contents. Okay, 25 comic pages. I mean.
Pages.
Okay, that's all from me. Check it out.
Well, thank you,
Thank you
Johan.
very much.
And Jeff's throwing up the links too, so everybody go check that out. All right. Well, thank you all very much. That was today was fun. It's unfortunate that we lost Romita, but I mean the guy is so important and he lived such a long life. So good for him. But condolences, of course, to the family and safe journey, sir. Jeff, take us out of here, man.
Okay, so I will be at a comic convention up in Houghton Lake, Michigan, July 1st. It's one day. It's called Superheroes Con. First comic convention I'll be attending. I have links for the Wizard Stone and subscribe to my my email list for updates, about monthly updates, and I already read the review for my book and whatever that Japanese word is.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah, it's not really Japanese, but that's all right. We'll go with it. All right, everybody. Thank you. Later.
Thank you.
Good night,
Later.
everyone. God bless.